closer. Let's begin. Stories dripping smooth like wine. Some are crooked, some divine. Whispers rising in the night. Touch the heat of Sunday spice. Sunday spice. Take a taste. Sunday spice. No time to waste. Every laugh, a sweet device. Lose yourself in Sunday spice. Naughty secrets, little lies. Eyes are glowing, tongues collide. Doesn't matter if they're true. The fun is waiting here for you. Sunday spice. Take a taste. Sunday spice. No time to waste. Let it tease. Let it entice. You belong in Sunday spice. Don't fight it. You know what you want. Sunday. Spice.
I love that intro. It's so awesome. How you
I
doing
know.
tonight, Mo? Oh my gosh.
Good,
You know,
good.
it has been a month of Sundays that we haven't done a Sunday Spice, you know?
I know. We were taking a Lenten break. We're very devout.
Very,
I
what,
did not feed the cats, so
you didn't feed the cats.
no.
You know, that can be taken the wrong way, Mo. That can totally be taken the wrong. This is Sunday Spice. Damn, Mo.
Well,
She's like, stop it, Shizzy. Stop it.
well, you know, I mean, we started off spicy off the bat.
Well, and we may have a couple other people that come jumping in later. We'll see. But you know, we've done the Sunday Spice, where normally all that you see is a a book up on screen. So we've sort of changed it up, and
Yes.
we each have the books, so we can sort of read through it and be able to see what's coming up.
Although
And
I wish we could show the front because the name, the way she has spelled the pseudonym or the pen name of this woman is
okay,
doing my head in.
I will share that with people because, you know, why not?
Well,
Why
I mean,
not?
we do want to give Juanita. I blame the Department of Federal Education.
Yeah. I mean, come on,
Juanita.
Juanita. Dude has a nose ring. He's probably
Well,
going, your perfume smells really good. Can I borrow that from my boyfriend?
yes, yes. This is where he's telling her, you know, how he works at the Gap.
Oh, and you know, Juanita, this is of course a work of fiction. It's names, characters, places, incidents, and all that other kind of stuff. It was self-authored, self-published by Juanita Prex. Okay, no part of the book can be reproduced, scanned, or distributed. So we're not. We're
No,
transforming the whole
we
thing.
are
Trust me.
transmogrifying it.
So this is Made to the Mafia book, and there's a whole series. She's got a whole series of
Uh,
that are based
Mafia
off of these characters.
and cleaning staff
I
Maid to the mafia, chef to the mafia, chauffeur to the mafia.
well, the other one is totally captivated. I think that has to do with
Oh,
bondage. The next book does.
ooh.
She's Juanita Man.
You can tell none of these books are written by people that have children because there ain't no time. You are
Oh,
lucky if you've got like the time limit between like Frozen, Let It Go, and the commercial break.
yep, yep. Hey, Captain Kern, good to see you, man. Somebody called the captain. Too bad I'm here anyhow. And I do want to give a shout out to Dragon's Gravy. He took and made a song called Jay Belicious, and the video is absolutely awesome, dude. I'm telling you, that is awesome. I love it. I love it. It was great. Whenever I saw that on Jay's the other day, I was like, oh, this is so good. This is so good. Good job, Dragon's Gravy. Oh my gosh. I mean, Dragon's Gravy. I'm wondering, is that one of Yamaha's sex fiends or something?
It does sound like something they would sell at a pure romance party.
Well, you never know. No problem, Dragon's Gravy. See, that has me worried there. If you're Dragon's Gravy and Yamaha's is a dragon. Could you be the spawn? Oh,
That
also,
would
she said this book is dedicated to all her fans who laughed out loud when reading my books.
I'm just laughing at the spelling of her first name. So she's already got me captivated. I am captivated because she spells words like I do, which I am waiting for the redonkulous spellings.
Oh my God. So the prologue to this is a young girl. Says, handsome boy, you hurt. Now this lone teen looked upon hearing the little girl's voice. Well, he scowled when he saw her, looking curious, with half a licorice hanging from her red lips, which is weird. I don't know
Yeah,
what would be
why is he
mentioning.
noticing her red lips when she's 5? If you look like also licorice, like of all the things my kids will eat candy wise, licorice is like the last
It's
thing left over from the Halloween tub.
it's probably red licorice, and that's why her lips are red.
Okay.
It isn't Baker licorice. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was a little thing, no more than 5, he estimated, with light brown hair, a dull, boring color, tied into pigtails. Why does it have to be pigtails?
Yeah. Why is Brown dull too? I mean, he's a part of the mafia, and unless he's part of the Irish mafia, he's going to have dark damn hair. Why is he pissed off he met a brunette?
It was like, and for them, it'd be like, oh my God, a redhead. I'm like, I'm on fire.
I know this is why I'm going to Italy. Like I need just like people worship the quicksand I walk upon.
What interesting story. You'll find though there's these pictures of these hats that these women wore, that their hair would stick out the top. And what it was is they would use this diluted
Horse pee.
yes, and they would get the sun because it would bleach their hair because they wanted to have blonde hair. It was like a fashion statement. So whenever you see those pictures of the women with the big hats and their hair is out of it, that's what it was for. Mo, will you come to Scotland?
I would love to go to Scotland. I would be among my people.
It's pretty. It really is.
I know, sarcastic. When taking the piss is the national sport, honest to God, I found my people. We love potato. Well, okay, I know Scotland and Ireland are different. I am aware of that. But I'm just saying, they both generally like cold, wet places, taking the piss, and fry food. I found my people.
I mean, you can't go wrong.
Yeah,
And
pretty
I
much.
would suggest if you do go visit Scotland, go to the tattoo. It's an event that they have every year, where it's all the places that the UK is basically conquered. I guess the best way to put it. And they hold it in Scotland. And well, they did the time that we were there. I don't know if it's always in Scotland, but and if you can get like the backstage pass per se, there's like a meal beforehand where they do I'm going to get it wrong, to haggis, which is absolutely awesome. Like, and you get to try a little bit of haggis, and there's other food there,
Yeah.
and a little bit of wine, and you sort of get to meet like a lot of people there, which is really cool.
Yeah,
We did.
definitely. Maybe not right now. The UK's having a bit of kerfuffle.
Oh, nice. So she lives right down the road. That's what is it? The Mile? It's all shops and everything. Like they
Oh,
built
cool.
houses on top of houses on top of houses and on top of houses. It's really, really crazy. But it reminds you of like sort of a scene from Harry Potter or something like that.
I yeah.
Because they're sort of, some of them are really janky looking, but it is absolutely one of the coolest places. So if you live right up the road, you know what I'm talking about. This is awesome. Edinburgh, yeah. It's Edinburgh is what it is, but yeah,
I just
it's
go and
lovely.
listen to all the talking. Us Americans are so just enamored with accents. I just sit
Mm.
there and listen to people talk. They'd try to talk to me, and I'd be like, not a word,
Yeah,
but you
throw
sound
one.
awesome. I'd be like, I think they asked me if I was a Catholic. I don't know. I'd just smile and nod. I have no idea what I'm saying. Like, just
Yes. The best part is, whenever we were there, they had some kids that they were sort of out like on in a little square, and they were playing bagpipes, and it
oh,
was
cool.
absolutely awesome. I mean, just the talent of these kids was amazing. Yeah. Okay. So Hurt, he found himself asking, "Are you in pain? Want me to ring the doctor for you?" That's what she said to him. And he said, "Pain? Well, that's another foreign word. Words that were never directed at him in all his 14 years of life."
Okay, I call bullshit. You are never more emo and thinking about your own personal pain than when you are 14, boy or girl.
Yeah. You're just like, "I hurt everywhere. My knees, my back, my
My
shoulders, just
life, my,
my life. It's horrible."
and I get it. You have to be self-absorbed as a teen because you have to figure out who you are, but it's not the funnest thing for your parents to go through.
No, no. Oh, right. Of course she would ask such a question. He was hunched over, resting himself against the tall American beech tree in the secluded part of the national park, hands clutching his stomach. Any idiot could tell he was in pain. The thought amused him and drove him crazy, and so he laughed until he had tears in his eyes. She said, "Why are you laughing, handsome boy? Is it so painful that you laugh just to forget about it? I do that too when I'm in pain." Oh, God. Oh, fuck. A mere child caring about his health, whereas his family hadn't given a flying fuck about him since he was born.
And there's the emo. He
Yep.
is 14. There's your pain. I don't think
Yep.
about pain at all. Pain, my pain. No one notices my pain. Oh my God, it's my family. Fuck them. Like, okay, there it is.
Well, they only wanted to sculpt him to be the next big heir in their clan. His life was so fucked up. Yeah, so fucked up. "You shouldn't talk to a person like me," he said, finally dismissing her. She cocked her head to one side, assessing him. "You look like a friendly person to me, handsome boy. You wouldn't hurt me, would you?" Hurt her? He should definitely hurt her if she didn't move away from him in 10 seconds. It was in his blood, after all, to hurt people, to make money. That was his family's ultimate goal, right? That's what his family did. So why not him?
Um, because, and Juanita, don't let me criticize you too much, but you maybe don't want to make us hate the main male character by contemplating violence on a 5-year-old he's later gonna boff when she's legally old enough. But still, maybe you
Yeah.
don't want him contemplating violence upon an innocent child. And why is he in a national park getting his ass beat? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I first of all, I have to say that, okay, if you've ever known anybody that's in the mafia, that's not their modus operandi to just go around hurting people. It's bad for business.
yeah, it's like she watched one thing of Goodfellas and thought, I know the mafia.
It's
Not
bad
to
for business. Any gang would tell you this. You don't go around hurting every single. Now, rivals, that might be something different that you do, but just, some little 5-year-old child in the woods looking at you going, "Are you okay?" And all of a sudden you
also,
just go and hurt people.
yeah, where's this 5-year-old's parents? Like, I'm in the middle of the woods and I haven't seen my 5-year-old in 5 minutes. I'm yelling. And then
Screaming.
I'm come across like a rando teen talking to my 5-year-old. The book ends right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's short-lived.
Especially when I hear his inner thoughts narrated and he's considering violence against my kid. End of book.
Yes, and the book. He says, "I'm not a bad guy. You got that? So go," he growled, hoping to scare her away so she would run off and play somewhere else. And hopefully this time she would get the message and scram. When he closed his eyes, he was fighting hard to breathe. Fuck, one of his ribs must be broken. At 14, he knows these things. Even breathing was taking its toll. The paint he felt all over from his split lips to the bruise on his knuckles. It was a fight that was gruesome yet so satisfying, but he was slowly turning into the very facade of his family. Bile
Okay,
rose up
so
in his
this
throat.
14-year-old kicked whose ass?
A 12-year-old's, maybe a
Okay.
10-year-old,
In the national park, because
in a
the
national park.
mafia, if anywhere they're going to do something, it's in public in front of people.
Yeah, in a national park.
Because no one's going to notice. They're all about subtlety. No one's going to notice, a 14-year-old that got his ass kicked.
Yeah, that's it. He hated that he was born in this fucked up family. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. No mincing words, just fight and kill. That was his family motto. That's a bad motto.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
buyer
saying.
beware is a better motto. I mean,
Yeah.
or don't talk to narcs. I mean,
Well, wasn't he trying to run away from his own heritage? So why did he behave like them when a little provocation from his classmate caused him unleash his inner demon? God, he needed to flog that nightmare from his mind. He needed to be alone, wanted to be alone so he could wallow in his misery. He didn't need some little girl to console him. Well, it sounds like you do. But no
Yeah.
matter how hard he tried to shove back those memories, it still played in his head like that insistent pain in his heart. You can take over,
Shizzy,
Mo.
have you ever did you have these kind of thoughts when you were 14? That's the most hilarious part is these very complex multi-webbed thoughts that female authors give male lead characters.
No, I mean, I can honestly say that the only thing that I thought about when I was 14 was, next day at school, did I get this homework assignment done? I'm sure there were other thoughts that went through kids' mind. I mean, we all saw Breakfast Club. Hey, Daniel Berry sports highlights. Happy Sunday. I mean, but I wasn't thinking about violence on other people. That's not.
Well, was your family part of the mafia? I mean, Shizzy's like, yes, the Idaho Mafia.
I can't confirm or deny anything. No.
They were in this park just hours prior, 4 against 1, him against them. That's how fights go.
Oh, yeah.
The son of a criminal against 4 policemen's son.
Oh, it had to be policemen's sons. Like all 4 of these policemen's sons go to the national park at the same time.
Well, as you do, they were like, where are we going to fight? And they're like, national park as always. Yosemite it is at dawn. The unlawful versus the lawful. Fuck. Ma'am. It's
She
not.
uses it too much.
Yeah, it's a punctuation. What a tip of the scales. He used his fist to punch them, but they held him back, restraining him and punching him until he remained a bloody pulp. Well, what are you going to do? He could hear them taunting him. Just 'cause you're the son of a thug, you think you can hurt me? My old man's in the police force, arguably another gang. He's not going to let a thug like you run America. Again, police unions, you could argue.
Yeah.
Run America. The mafia never wanted to run America. They wanted to run profits off of
Yes.
America.
Yeah. You have to
Except
understand.
unless it's Kennedy, and then okay, you can argue that he wanted to run the world, but
Hey, that's the thing that people don't understand. The mafia isn't worried about ruling all of it. They just want to keep their little slice, take care of their family, take care of their neighborhood. That was what the mafia was
yeah,
all about. It was they were considered the without papers. Okay.
yeah,
That right there was, derogatory because a lot of them came from Italy without papers into the United States, and they had nowhere to go. Like they weren't very welcome among like the Irish community, and
yeah.
even the Irish were dissuaded from
From
being here. I mean, anybody that's new, they're
yeah,
sort of dissuaded, and so you tend to form into your own little cluster.
yeah, and they weren't great, but they were providing a protection for people that didn't feel comfortable going to the police.
Hmm.
So, not great, but there you
My thought,
go.
my thoughts at 14 were definitely not about beating up others or on younger girls, but they were about high school girls and the girls on MTV.
True.
Yeah, and most of the girls would dress the same as the ones on MTV.
That was the last straw. He spurred into action, punching the living daylights out of the four. Wait a minute. Again, I'm not trying to be logical here, but you had your arms behind your back and you were getting your ass kicked, but then by the power of rage, you managed to kick their asses?
Yeah.
Okay. This one made four of them unconscious. What had he become? A monster, just like his family. There are so many feelings already in this. Good
Hmm.
God. I'm like, get to the sex. Good God, this is so much feelings.
Well, not now, not
Well,
sex
no, no,
now.
not
No,
not with the
too early,
children,
too early,
but
too early.
dear God, feelings. I control my own destiny. I control my own destiny. No 14-year-old boy is standing in the middle of the woods after getting his ass kicked and kicking ass, thinking, God dang it, I am lovable and people like you, Stuart
That,
Smalley.
that's what I'm picturing is Stuart Smalley. I'm lovable and I'm a master of my own destiny.
Destiny. He chanted to himself, trying to erase that image from his head. He flinched suddenly when he felt those small fingers tracing his hair. Why are we? No, no, small child. Why are you touching the beat up boy?
Why are you touching the bloody mess on the ground?
Poke it with a stick first.
Yeah, or hit it with a stick a few times just to see if it's breathing.
Let's see. Patting his head like he needed it, he looked up and met mossy green eyes. She didn't leave him. I'm omitting the fucks that aren't necessary. And I
Yeah,
love
please
the
do.
F word,
Yeah,
but
please.
it's just not.
If it fits, then use it. If not, then omit it. It's fine.
Her next words made tears leak from his eyes. Is it sore, handsome boy? Does it hurt a lot? What was she referring to? The cut on his lip, his blue-black eye, or the pain in his chest? Yes, it's your soul deep emo pain that she's sensing.
Hmm. Hmm.
What a pathetic kid. What did she know about pain? From the look of her pink dress, she looked to be from a normal family, one he'd never experienced. But his heart burned with an insistent threading of her fingers through his hair. Stop petting the weird guy. Feel like. And now he felt something else. No, the fuck you don't. Warmth. That better be all the fuck you feel.
Yeah.
Like he wanted to caress her. Like he wanted her to caress his hair for real, with warmth and care bestowed on someone you loved.
She's 5.
He's 14. No,
Creepo.
no. Please don't look too sad, she consoled him, crouching down, looking around, wondering where the hell her parents might be. Anywhere. Just 5-year-old in the middle of a forest talking to a beat-up man, petting his hair.
It is Baker Licorice. God
Oh,
damn it.
God. This, no. Black liquor. You've got, then why are her lips red?
Yeah, this is creepy.
Yeah, and her fingers would be all sticky. So she's petting his hair and it's all, you guys have had like toddler hugs where they're all sticky and they just want to put their, and you're like,
You're
oh
like,
my gosh. You're like, I love you, but I also want to spray you with Purell. So
yeah,
how are we going to do this?
like give me a wet washcloth so I can wipe your
Yeah.
hands off because you're gonna go.
And then she looked at him with a beaming smile on her face. Ah, I got it. Wait here. Hold my licorice. I'll be back. She shoved a half-eaten black licorice into his palm and raced across the field. He saw her disappear into one of the cafes lining the streets opposite the national park. Okay, so wait. He is getting his ass kicked directly across from Main Street by 4 cops' sons. Then he
And
left
but he-
them all unconscious.
Yeah. But she's not worried about the unconscious ones. She's just worried about the one that's,
Not
emo.
to mention this 5-year-old's running across the street, like a busy street, just to.
Why not?
I mean, she's petting a beat up person.
Yeah.
The parenting is great. This is like Home Alone parents, apparently. He closed his eyes again. Good, she was gone, which should make him happy, but he wasn't. He looked at the licorice in his hands. He really should throw it away.
Yes.
Yeah. She was gone, and she wasn't going to come back, but she said she would, and something humane within him still grasped onto the licorice. It's human, not humane. Like it was his lifeline or something. No, it's or something. That's just gross.
Yeah.
He gazed up into the sky, feeling the heat on his face. That'll be really good on his bruises. Nothing like a bruised face, just the sun on it.
Yeah. Yeah. you know.
The mid-afternoon sun was really soothing. Such warmth, such freedom. When would he feel this free again? I thought you were just bitching about your rib being, like your rib is broke, but you feel
Yeah, your rib is broke, but you're just like,
freedom.
freedom. Freedom.
Oh, God. He really should head back home, though, and tell his family what? That he had a fight, trying to defend what he despised all along, only for his mother to taunt him again? Oh, I see you've met my mother. A leaf never
Well-
falls far from its branch. You better accept your position and embrace your fate.
Well, it sounds like mom doesn't like dad too much either.
Well, it also, again, these are not conversations that a 14-year-old, if they had aged him up and he had met her when she was like, say, 16, 17, he was in college. These are thoughts a young man would be having as he
Yeah.
is sort of being groomed into adult responsibilities. But at 14, who is grooming their 14-year-old idiot son for leadership?
No, they're pretty much just letting them do their thing and keeping an eye on them and showing them a little bit of what's going on. But the thing is just like, oh, he raged and all of a sudden beat up these 4 guys after they had him pinned and were holding him and cracked a rib and broke a rib. And the thing is how am I going to tell them? Oh, well, you're going to have to because you've got a broken rib. It's going to be pretty damn obvious. My grandfather busted his ribs and he was like, it is the most painful thing you will ever experience in your life. And I don't wish it on anybody. He broke 3 ribs.
Oh.
Got crushed in between 2 tractors. And yeah, he was just like, it sucks because you can't breathe. If you cough, it hurts. If you sneeze, it hurts. If you take too deep of a breath, if you move the wrong way, it is excruciating pain. Now it's just like,
Yeah, it's not
I've
something
never
you
had
can.
this.
You
Good
can
point.
like walk off a little bit icy hot.
A little bit icy hot, maybe a licorice.
A strong coffee scent woke him from those hurtful memories. He lifted his head and saw the little girl was back, and she was holding a foamy drink in her hand. What's this? Obviously, you're not intelligent because the smell of coffee should have made you guess Starbucks at least.
Yeah.
Coffee for you, she beamed. I don't want it. I will tell you, as a person who has small children, accept anything that they have created with their own two hands of a culinary fashion with great trepidation.
Yes. As long as you can figure out what it was that he put in there.
Yeah, because it's sometimes non-food items end up in there because they have glitter.
Well, the glitter would look good on the cake, right, Mom?
It does. But it said a second later the cup was in his face again. I said I don't want it. I don't drink coffee. But I made it for you. Her voice sounded slightly hurt. Crap. He'd hurt her feelings, and something within him died a little. Sure. Look, I don't drink coffee, okay? I don't like coffee. How do you know if you've never drunk it? She asked. Because my whole effing family drinks coffee like water. But he didn't tell her that. Also, dude, like you have more family drama issues than Freud.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got mommy issues, daddy issues, friend issues. I mean,
Cousin issues. I mean, damn.
he's got
all the
issues with these kinds of feelings for like 5-year-olds. That he's got some serious issues.
And clearly she was starting to irritate him. Look, I just don't like it. All right, leave me alone. Can't you just try it? It'll make you happy. Try it. You'll love it. Ma's Cafe's just across the road from here, and I get to make coffee all I want. It's really nice, and she tells me I make good coffee. So Mama's Cafe is now going to get raided by OSHA because they're letting a 5-year-old behind the counter.
Yeah, you know.
Great. And when I grow up, she bets I'll win a barista award, so you can be the judge. There are not barista competitions. The barista Olympics, the Barlympics.
Paralympics. You know, that's something completely different, and you may have to wait until you're 21 to figure out what that is. Just saying.
I want to see a smile on your face, handsome boy. Smile for me. Again, no Where is this child's parents? She's done run across the street, got coffee, pet a beat up guy, just where are her parents? Apparently she's working off the books at a coffee shop. I mean,
Well, child labor, you got to have it. Traveling fools. Yo, good to see you.
she wanted to see him smile for what? No, I'm with you, dude. I'm confused by this whole situation.
Yeah.
Go on, drink it. I didn't put any poison in it like that queen from Snow White with the apple thingy. Once you taste it, you'll become addicted to it like cocaine because every 5-year-old
Knows what cocaine is. Yeah. Yeah.
as you do.
Yeah, I doubt mom's a horrible parent if that's what she's telling her kid. Could you imagine? She's you got this little
It gets
5.
better. That's
I
what
know.
my ma tells me, but I don't know what cocaine is. I think she should compare it to chocolate. Do you like chocolate? Because most parents usually think of illicit drugs first.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine her sitting there at the, working behind the counter? This little 5-year-old is carrying a cup of coffee, and you've seen 5-year-olds carry a cup of coffee. It's not a pretty sight, and they're going to get burned. You just know it. And setting the coffee up there and go, my coffee's the best. It tastes like cocaine.
As you do. I like chocolate. Taste it. See if my coffee tastes like chocolate. She held the black cup of coffee in her small fingers, not pushing to accept it or him to accept it, but in turn making him feel guilty if he didn't. And he felt miserable, even more miserable than his emo feelings and his broken ribs. I can't push you to like it, but you can choose to like it once you've tasted it. It's your choice. Oh my God, they are going to get together because this is exactly how marriage works. I'm not going
Yes.
to tell you what you're supposed to do. You should think of that on your own. It was his choice. He could choose to accept his fate and be the head of a clan at age 14. Who the fuck is making a 14-year-old a clan leader? Like, that explains why the clan's obsolete now.
This is why they didn't last. Let's put a 14-year-old charge in charge of our fate.
Yeah, who the hell is putting a 14-year-old? Even Stephen Hawking was an idiot at 14, I contend. Or forgo the right to forgo that right and build his own future. But to start from scratch with no support or money, I mean, at 14, it's going to be really hard. I don't even
Yeah.
think you can be a YouTuber, dude. You might want to wait till you're 18. Lie, pretend to learn the family business, then become, reckless Ben.
Yeah. You become reckless after you become the head of the family. Yeah.
He reached out his hand and took the coffee cup from her grasp, and he drank it. He'd never tasted anything so bitter, foul, and disgusting. I told you, you done took coffee. That thing was roofied. Look, not in the traditional sense, but there were like crayon shavings and like Cynthia's hair. Like, I feel like we need Chris Hansen to come in like, hi, my name is Chris Hansen. Were you alone with this child for 50 minutes and drink something she created?
After getting your ass kicked.
But then kicking ass in the middle of a park in the middle of the day.
I'm just picturing this kid at 14 with the skinny arms and, just his feet too big for him and all dorky and just like, I'm a badass.
And I'm just picturing a female youngest, most feral, like, you got your ass kicked. That must suck. I bet it sucks. It looks like it sucks. How does it suck?
I bet it sucks really bad.
I'm glad you're lucky there's no pictures. I'm not allowed to YouTube, but I'm just saying I would because you look bad.
I'm going to take some pictures and give them to my mom so she can show them on YouTube.
But for one moment in his life, he felt happy and his heart was singing loudly in his chest because he was drinking this god-awful coffee. Sure. What's your name, little girl? I feel like at some point one of you should have asked each other. This is like 15 minutes into you meeting each other.
Yeah. No, it's more like a half an hour into the meeting. I mean,
I know. Jennifer, she smiled back, sitting next to him, shuffling her body until she was right beside him. Where is this chick's parents?
No, Jennifer is not a little child that they would call themselves. They would say Jenny or something like that.
Yeah, I know.
That would be like the first thing that they would say. Children don't generally give out their name like this. It's usually whatever nickname they've been given or.
Yeah, and generally like 99% of early childhood is us parents telling them, don't go over to the creepy people. If a creepy person is, has his ass kicked on the sidewalk, we don't go over and talk to them. No.
And the fact that she ran across the street to get some coffee and mom was just like, oh yeah, take some coffee. Where are you going with the coffee? Didn't ask that question.
Our tagline, our coffee's like cocaine. What? It's just so ridiculous. Like, again, if she had just aged them up to where he's like maybe ending college and she's just getting ready to start, it would have made more sense. It wouldn't be so creepy. And
right. But Mary Collins, those are your kids. Yes. But that's why we love our kids. Even though they're burnt, you still eat them because you're just like, they're trying.
Let's see. She then took a series of bandages from her dress pocket and plastered his whole face with them. He blinked, staring into her green eyes in front of his face as she proceeded with her work. Wow, you have nice black eyes. I've never seen anyone with black eyes before. Because he's a demon. Again, where in the hell are your parents, small child? It's like looking into the night sky, said no 5-year-old ever.
No.
Have you been outside at night and looked at the sky? It's hard to see in the city, but Ma takes us to the country all the time, and there you can see stars. And they're so bright against the black sky. It's like your eyes. I like your eyes. I like you. Chris Henson, where are you?
Yes.
Dog the bounty hunter at this point. He blinked again and shook his head. Jennifer was talking a mile a minute, and he comprehend what she was saying. I like you, she repeated, like he didn't hear her declaration the first time. Can I be your friend? Friend. Another foreign word. No one wanted to be your friend when you were part of that family.
Well,
He's got so many feelings. Good
he
Lord.
does. Well, can I be your friend? Or do you like to be alone? But I mean, who wants to be alone anyway? Not me. I want to have friends, don't you? I don't know if you want to be my friend, though, he managed to say at last. Like I said, I'm not a good person. She said, what did you do? Did you hurt an animal? Mom says if you hurt an animal, you're a bad person. Humans should never hurt animals. They have feelings too. You know, they feel the pain. So did you hurt any animals? No. I didn't hurt any animals, but I'm about to hurt you. He wanted to tell her he hurt humans, not animals, but he just couldn't get those words out. What happened to those four? Were they still lying there on the ground, unconscious? Well, then you're not a bad person, she declared. You're cool, and I like you, so let's be friends.
Okay, wait a minute. Shizzy, we still have 4 unconscious teens with probably severe brain bleeds, and he is not making any attempt to walk away from this, knowing that as the kid from the wrong side of the tracks, he's not only going to be assumed to have kicked all of these guys' asses, but now he's fraternizing with a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
See you from prison.
I'm expecting Jared to come out, and say, you want a Subway sandwich at this point in time?
Again, are the parents ever going to appear in this movie? In the show?
Well, she does break off and say, I got to go now. Mom's waiting for me in the cafe. Will you come back tomorrow? Meet me here tomorrow, and I'll share some of my favorite licorice. Probably no. Did you get to eat some of it when I gave it to you? They're so nice. Pa always buys them for me. We'll meet tomorrow then. Bye for now. And she leaned in to kiss his bruised cheek. He was so surprised he jumped back into his head on a tree branch. And she giggled. You're so funny, handsome boy. I want to marry you when I grow up. Want to marry me? No, this is not something a 5-year-old says.
No. This person has never been around other people.
Yeah. She shoved her face right in front of his eyes, and all he could make out were those sparkling green pupils, sucking him into that whirlpool, captivating even. No,
she's 5. Author, remember, she is 5 right now. Even if he's 14, it's still weird, and we don't like it.
No. Don't answer me just yet. I will see you tomorrow. Wait for me, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. She raced off the field then, but not a minute went by before he saw her midget body galloping towards him again. I forgot to ask you for your name. What's your name, handsome boy? Geo, like Neo, but call me Geo. His lips stretched into a smile again, a foreign expression on his face.
Just imagining galloping midgets just across the field, like
midgets running at you. Just imagine
a herd of them across the field.
Just picture a bunch of shizzies.
Yeah.
It's like a herd of shizzies. They're galloping like antelope, but with shorter legs.
This is hurting my soul.
I'll see you tomorrow. Another peck on his cheek, and she was gone. Well, his heart smiled for the first time in his 14 years. Tomorrow he'd come. No, don't. To see his new friend Jennifer. No, don't go. Don't go.
All of the no.
That's all of the no.
Bit of the no.
No, this is always a big no. You just don't do this.
Chapter 1, Delivery Service. My sweet Jenny, be a dear and deliver this letter for Pa. It's very important that you should deliver this by hand to Mr. Dente. That is going to be this guy's last name. Apparently, she was eating Chef Boyardee.
Is the guy's first name Al?
No, it's Giovanni Dente.
No, it's Mr. Dente. I'm wondering if Mr. Dente's name is Al.
Probably. I promise I'll give you more of your favorite licorice when you return, and I won't tell your sister. Pa, we'll see you soon. I stared at the white envelope on the table, my heart about to drum out of my chest. Pa, I wanted to yell at him. I missed my important accounting lecture because of this. No, sweetheart, college is not important, but you will have the debt forever.
Yes, guaranteed. You will be poor.
Pa had left a message for me to come home as soon as possible. It was an emergency. That was the message, or what the message had said. I thought he'd had an accident or something, so I was rushing to get here. I didn't know which was my left or right foot. I stumbled and tried to reach home in time. But what did I get when I got here? A note on the table beside a white envelope that contained a letter. What was he thinking? At the rate I was going, I wouldn't even pass my first year of university if Pa kept calling me out to do errands like this for him. Use the post office for once, Pa. Surely he could drop off a letter to the post office and be done with it. Why use me? Then again, why did I bother to ask this silly question? It was because I wasn't good at anything else except for errands like this. Oh, dear God, they're both sad sacks.
Yes, she's 14 now.
Oh, good. I wasn't beautiful. So no one really took a second look at me, unlike my sister Amelia, who was a star of her law school. In fact, I could blend in with the furniture. Then you'll work. I mean, that's why you don't sell much at Kittle's. You're not
Yeah,
supposed to blend.
yeah, yeah. You have to do a little makeup or something, you know.
Pa and Amelia couldn't even tell the difference between me and the couch. Well, maybe because you call him Pa, and we're not
Paw,
on Little House on the Prairie.
Paw,
I know, I
why,
keep
why,
wanting
why
her
are
to
you,
tell him, like, the well's dry and the creek's done droughted.
oh, you're sitting on my face. Brr.
Despite all these negative comments about my appearance, I never was really bothered about this. Brown hair with a dust of freckles on my nose and green cat-like eyes. I considered myself to be quite cute. This is a random thought that, again, doesn't... Okay.
Occur anywhere.
Yeah. Back to Pa, though, I wondered where he was right then. I definitely give him an earful when I saw him. I went to search the house. It was empty and no one was inside. Yeah, there was an envelope left on the thing. They're not home. Why are you continuing to search?
Yeah.
They're also jerks to you, so why would you want to encounter them?
Well, maybe she wants to get some lunch
Fair point. Where had
or
they gone?
licorice.
At this hour, Pa should have been at his office and Amelia should have been at home doing the cooking. She didn't have a class in the afternoon, unlike first years whose schedules were chock full of lectures. I also
No,
can't figure out where this
no.
is placed in because it seems like she's using a lot of UK euphemisms.
Maybe that's where she's at.
Because, well, just like first years, you would have said freshman.
Yeah. I mean, she might not be a freshman, but it might be her first year of law school. Maybe that's what she's referring to.
Fair
That could be
point.
it. Maybe you know what I find odd about this is it sounds like maybe she went to law school and failed.
Yeah, or she's going to be an accountant or something. I don't.
I mean, I- she started studying law and it was just too complicated. You know, those things
That's why
called
she wanted to be a
statutes.
maid.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I picked up the letter in my hand, dismissing Pa's absence for now. I examined the address, Upper East Side, Manhattan. Didn't look familiar to me. Maybe I should put a few stamps on it and slot it in the post box. Again, that mailbox, not post box.
So she's from the UK.
It
So
seems like
the writer's from the UK, but she's trying to place it in Manhattan.
that's what's bothering me too, because it's also, there are some just like little things that she's saying, or like the
Like
post
post
box.
box. Yeah. You would call it a mailbox.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's a post office, it would be the mailbox.
Yeah. That saved me time. I recalled some stamps stashed away in my backpack somewhere, but Pa did say to deliver the letter by hand. And so there was also the case of the licorice. It was tempting me next to the envelope.
Or do
I humped
licorice.
myself. Who does he think he is, bribing me with candy? It's not like I'm 5 years old anymore. I can live without candy. But you're gonna do it, so no, you can't.
This- yeah, she's going to do it.
I was now walking along the streets of Islington Hill, chewing the licorice. How could I resist a bribe such as licorice Pa bought for me? Well, he's kind of a dick to you, and he says he never, you say he never respects your school schedule and makes fun of your appearance. Why the hell are you doing stuff for candy for him?
Well, because it's candy. I mean, she's got to put on the weight somehow.
I mean, honest to God, this chick has no self-preservation. She goes up to random beat-up guys, makes them coffee.
Delivers a letter to a random house somewhere on the Upper East Side that she's never,
Just for candy.
Yeah, like, why not?
Let's see. He knew it was my one weakness, and he used it to his full advantage. I was surprised my teeth weren't covered with holes yet. What with the amount of sweets I ate. But then again, my oral hygiene skills were spectacular.
She's good at oral. I'm guessing college.
She's a
days.
flosser.
She's a flosser.
After the initial shock, I took the bus and walked to deliver the letter. I was sure whatever the contents were in the envelope, it must be something important. Maybe Pa doesn't trust the post because it might go missing. A sense of pride filled my chest. No. All right, Jenny, let's deliver this letter for Pa and make him proud. Is she learning disabled? I mean, she's supposed to be in college?
College? Now. Yeah. I am so happy. I am happy.
I deliver a letter. It's like Multiplicity where number 4 is delivering mail in the pizzas.
Yes. Corey Mansion, as stated on the address, was part of a well-established suburb, but it wasn't familiar to her in the Upper East Side Manhattan. If it weren't for the naked Adonis statue sitting in front of the huge fountain with a loincloth covering his private part, I was sure I'd have missed it altogether. Adonis really is beautiful, even though he's made out of white marble. But imagine seeing a real live man that looks like Adonis. He'd be the god of all passion, a person that would totally captivate my heart.
No, that's a different part of you. Your heart's not involved with the pieces and parts that you, like Adonis could be a real idiot.
Yes. She sighed. So beautiful. What business do you have here? What, who, what, where did someone just speak? I looked up and saw a camera pointed in my direction. Oh, the speaker. I stared at the speaker and said, I'm sorry. I was just admiring the statue. Any other business, you little brat?
I know, basically saying like, I'm perving on this statue. What are you doing? Looking at Adonis's ass. That white marble.
That white marble is just, it's doing it for me.
I'm putting that in the bank for later.
I may just jump over that fence and try to pull that loincloth off. What you gonna do about that? Church lady says, I'm looking for Corey Mansion. Could you please tell me where it is? This is Corey Mansion. Corey Mansion? I almost choked on the licorice. I stared at the immaculate garden with the lineage of trees on either side. The fountain housing Adonis. Wow, this mansion must belong to a millionaire. And a fleeting thought rushed through my head. What business does Pa have with the residents of this multi-million-dollar mansion?
He's going to do his cement pond.
What business do you have with us, you little rodent? I swallowed the last remaining licorice because I don't spit and composed myself. I'm here to deliver a letter on behalf of my pa, Mr. Stone. It's to be handed to Mr. Dente. May I see him? Well, a few minutes passed by before the voice spoke again. Come in, you little shit. The gate will open in 3 seconds, then walk along the white brick footpath and knock on the door 3 times. The front door will open. What's this? White brick road, not a yellow one? And knock on the front door 3 times? What am I, Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz? I have a great sense of direction. Thank you very much. I never get lost. But I did what the gatekeeper told me to do. I knocked on the door 3 times and stuck my right foot in, my left foot out, and did the hokey pokey and shook it all about. Then I stood back while the door took its time to reveal the inside of the property. I'm thinking the house. Wow, what a waste of space, I muttered when I stepped inside. The mansion itself was a huge block of ancient buildings that stood right at the center of a... What?
Of the property.
Oh, property. From outside, it looked beautiful. I had a stroke. But on the inside, it was majestic. The whole foyer was the size of our house alone, except there was hardly any furniture around. Unlike our house, I was a hoarder. So I always managed to get some secondhand books or some sort of junk to decorate our home. But, yet, it seems weird that she'd be able to find the letter if she was a hoarder. But this place was just adorned with a few couches and an armchair. A beautiful chandelier dropped down from the ceiling and scared me. And the skylight provided light in the foyer. I walked towards the lone armchair, almost not noticing a couple of buff-looking men who stood to the side, staring at me through black sunglasses. And my thoughts raced back to the Adonis and was like, I wonder what they look like underneath those sunglasses. They almost gave me a fright, standing there like statues. They had their arms behind their backs, looking quite intimidating. Hi, I managed. The men didn't respond, but just glared back at me. I sat in the chair uncomfortably, wondering what to do. Then something caught my eyes. I advanced towards them and saw they were guns. They looked like the real ones from 007, the James Bond movie. I wonder if I could touch it. Too late before anyone saw me. I held one in my hand. They're heavy and cold. I turned the gun around and put my finger near the trigger. They did feel nice to the touch. Maybe I should have become a policewoman and caught all the bad guys instead of working my butt off.
Wait a minute. So these bodyguards were inattentive enough to let her stroke their guns.
No, she got it out of the holster, quick as a whistle. Yeah. No, you know what would have happened there, sweetheart? I know you must be from the UK. Juanita, what would have happened is as soon as she reached for that firearm, she would have been detained in the most painful way that you've ever possibly could have imagined, and would have ended up face down on the ground. And how rude, just reaching up and grabbing a man's
holster. Yeah, most of those are bio locked. I mean, they have a specific holster or way to disengage. Oh God, this is gonna be, this
I love
party.
it.
It's hurting me so.
She doesn't know force multipliers. Maybe I should become a policewoman. I could have the ultimate power to tame anyone in submission. My evil side lurked, and I felt like Austin Powers, the bad one, of course. They aren't real, are they? I asked one of the men in black out of curiosity. They're real, came his clipped reply. No, no man is letting you touch his firearm. Okay?
No, none of this is also why. The only part I like is that in the middle of stealing this bodyguard's gun, she thinks of Austin Powers, but she can't remember Dr. fucking Evil. So she's like the evil guy from Austin Powers, that one.
A shiver ran down my spine. Okay, I swallowed and felt my heart racing a bit. I put the gun back into its resting place because, that's going to happen too, and went back to sit at my seat like an obedient child. Where have I landed? Surely this was even weirder than Oz. Not as weird as your story is. I only hope these beautiful guns were used for decoration instead of actually killing people. No, never,
God,
ever, never does anybody ever have a thought like that.
Well, the Desert Eagle really went with my chaise lounge, so I was using it as a bookend.
Yeah, it goes. And I was using the bullets to, write my novels.
Oh, this is so a UK person, because she's like, oh, guns, they're bad.
They're bad. I hope they're not used to kill people. No, they're just there for looks. I knew I should have listened to my instincts and posted the letter instead, but I couldn't help but being tempted by that licorice. Now my only hope was to have Mr. Al Dente appears fast so I could give him the letter and scram. Suddenly, two more men walked past me. One came to stand right in front of me and stared down. "You're the one with the letter?" he asked. "Yes," I replied promptly. "Come this way. Boss is ready to see you." "Boss? Is he Mr. Dente?" Me and my big mouth. I just wouldn't stop yapping when I was nervous. You didn't seem to be too nervous whenever you were reaching for, a force multiplier.
Yeah, seriously, what is going on here? Why? So wait, they have a security camera outside, but he doesn't have a security camera in his lounge.
Yeah.
And he also didn't miss you disarming his bodyguards.
The thing is, all right, this chick must watch too many movies, because do you realize how much it would cost to have armed bodyguards around you 24/7?
But they're family, Shizzy. If they're cousins, you don't have to pay them. They just keep you safe for free, I think.
Yeah. No. That's not how this works.
This is all stupid, Shizzy. I mean, first of all, you have a main female character who would basically do anything you want for licorice, regardless of, safety concerns about herself.
Yeah, I mean, I'll play with your gun for licorice.
Yeah, then she just goes up and apparently has magical powers to, light finger a force multiplier off a bodyguard.
Just whips it right out, starts playing on it, puts her finger near the trigger,
Bodyguard, not shocked or horrified about this chick with like half a licorice stick hanging out of her mouth, taking his force multiplier. She's like, "Oh my God, it's cool. Is it real?"
Well, yeah, he's like, "It's pretty real." How is the chat rate with Twisters? Oh my gosh. Hey, how you doing, Pebbles? Good to see you, Venom. For those who aren't familiar with Mo in the Deep End, has some amazing content from body cams to court cases. You can even catch her streaming with Megan Fox and Flux, and be sure to click that link to check her out. Thank you, Venom. Then again, I was actually quite excited. I was eager to find out who this millionaire owner of this state was. Maybe some old man in his 60s. Like, I was led down another stylish room with more guns out in display. There's just guns everywhere. Is this a gun museum? One of the men in the black suits walked in first, and some moments later, I was urged to enter the room alone. I walked in bravely, proud that I'd almost completed my task for Pa. I am special. As soon as I stepped inside, a man sitting behind the desk caught my attention and almost knocked the air out of my lungs. The man was almost an exact replica of the Adonis statue outside, and I was looking to get under that loincloth.
That's good. They're both of their heads are full of rocks. They'll make really pretty dumb children.
Yep. My heart pounded and I smiled, but he did smile back. It didn't matter though. I was here to see Mr. Dente anyway, not this young man who barely passed for 25. I'm here to see Mr. Dente, I said before he could say anything. Well, he still didn't respond, but continued to gaze at me with his midnight eyes. His facial expression twisted as if he'd sucked on a lemon. "Give me that letter." Adonis finally spoke. "I'm sorry, but I can only give this to Mr. Dente," I said. "Give me that letter," he repeated, this time more threatening. I held the letter against my chest as if it were my lifeline, but Pa said, "Give the boss the letter." One of the men in the black trudged forward and snapped at me. "No," I snapped back. Pop said to his, "Hand this letter only to Mr. Dente." I stubbornly stood my ground. I have no idea why I did that. It was like I was going to win a battle with these men anyway, but still, I wanted to make Pa proud. "I am Giovanni Dente," or you can just call me Al for short. Adonis bit back from behind his desk. Well, I almost swallowed my own tongue, and that's not it, because he was looking good. Giovanni Dente was the young man who I'd admire. What does Pa have to do with this young man? Well, I gave Giovanni the letter and smiled up at him again because he was sitting down. Why didn't you say so in the first place? We could have avoided this whole confusion. He gave me a spiteful look and read the letter. I didn't know what to do with myself because everything was wet. Oh, my. He was busy reading. It wasn't like I could talk to him when his eyes were skimming across the page. Well, his lips pulled tight. I busied myself with the display of more guns on the wall, spinning them around on my finger like, woohoo, I'm a total goofball.
What in the name of...
You seriously think this place is a gun museum? Slap. The sound of the fist meeting the table alerted me, and I shifted my attention to Adonis. His eyes were burning fire. What's got him all fired up? Could it be? You're very brave. Giovanni still held my gaze and then started rubbing his lips.
Ow. Why would you... Oh.
Well, I am very brave, I told him, eyes transfixed on those lips. Yeah, because he was rubbing them.
I love that in this situation, surrounded by armed men and apparently a man who looks pissed off, her horniness knows no bounds. She's like, not I stole a weapon from the bodyguards, not I just disrespected a whole bunch of mafia guys. God, his lips.
But it gets better. It gets better. She was the one who had to carry a beehive filled with bees when I was only 12 years old. No one in my class could do that. They were scared they would get stung. I got stung too, but I was named the bravest girl in my class. Plus,
what in
I
the
could ride a
Sarah Boone
unicycle.
are we talking about? I don't care about when she was 12 years old.
But she could ride a unicycle.
Yeah, God.
Even though it was only for 2 minutes, I still considered that
Logical
brave.
person. No functional, logical person thinks this way. This
It's a clown show, so I mean, why not?
There is an art to writing. It's verisimilitude. The reason we are pausing so much, if you're really into a story, it grips you and you don't notice, all of the other things. But because this story is just interesting.
Awful. I love it. I love awful stories.
But like the motivations, like no one thinks this way, like you should be very proud of yourself. Well, actually,
for carrying
Mr.
a beehive.
Moffitt, I carried a beehive like Sarah Boone. I don't think you understand who you're talking to, but I was an honor roller in high school.
It's totally Sarah Boone, maybe.
Yeah, and then she's like, I also rode a unicycle.
And carried a beehive.
I mean, okay, I laugh because honestly, I would probably come up with these things if in this situation, because my mind does go to the most ridiculous non sequitur thing.
Yeah.
But most people don't. So while this seems normal for a hostage-like situation for me, it reads like schizophrenia on a paper for anyone else.
It does. Oh. Tisk. He snarled at me and removed his fingers from those lips. That kind of woke me up too. Are you brave or stupid? I think she's stupid. Now, wait a minute here. Was he trying to hit my sensitive spot? No amount of godlike beauty could get me to look at him in the same gentle way as that Adonis statue. If he was going to start tossing out the negative comments like calling me smart or brave. Excuse me, I stated, chest thrust forward to show her breasts, and then she wasn't intimidated by it. I am brave and clearly not stupid. Then tell me, this voice suddenly sent a shocking trouble in my heart. What's this? Why is my heart beating so madly? Why does it seem like I've heard that voice somewhere before? No, you didn't. You heard a 14-year-old voice somewhere before. If you're not stupid, then why have you entered a mafia den all alone? Upon hearing that, all I could do was stupidly stammer back in disbelief. Mafia den?
Ironically, chapter 2, brains before beauty. Legitimately.
Really?
Facts not in evidence.
Like you couldn't figure this out.
No, she is legitimately thick enough that I am surprised she doesn't drown in her own saliva of an evening. Mafia den? I was still muttering to myself. I realized eating all those lead paint chips as a child had been maybe detrimental. I was really in a mafia den? Question mark. I couldn't believe this. I was going to die for sure. Worse yet, what did Pa have to do with all this? I have no idea how Little House on the Prairie got mixed up with the mafia, but that's actually probably a better fucking story, honestly. Can we read that story?
I can picture her saying dad, maybe.
Yeah, but not Pa.
No, that doesn't work right.
I looked at a man named Giovanni Dente, my Adonis in real life. He's not your anything. You legitimately met him once as a weird 5-year-old, and then you perved on his statue, and now he's your Adonis? No.
He's a guy that probably is looking to like kill you.
Yeah. Are you sure you're not jesting with me? Jest is not a word frequently used in America.
Now I can see if she would say, "Are you sure you're not fucking with me?"
Yeah.
That might be the appropriate thing. See, she needs to learn to use the word fuck.
Yeah, Giovanni gave me a glare that could even kill a corpse. Can you teach me how to do that? Because honestly, that would make Walmart lines a lot quicker.
Ooh, because there's a lot of corpses there.
Do you think Boss is joking? One of the men said. What do you think this place is? Disneyland? No. Your voice and tone is so all over the place that I have no idea, because you're trying to set it in New York, but you're using UK-isms. So no, none of this. And then you're using Pa like you're in Northern Ireland. So I cannot understand where the hell you are. Yes, we could legitimately be in Disneyland.
This is why we got book club on Sundays.
What is your name? Giovanni asked, drawing everyone's attention back to him. I felt proud of myself suddenly, forgetting all about my circumstances. I was only 18, turning 19 in 3 months and 1 day. Oh, that's why she's retarded.
Yes.
But I'd achieved so much in my life. I'm Jenny. Jenny. I'm a first-year student at Brooklyn College studying accounting, and I'm very good at, you're ugly. I mean, at this point, Giovanni, anything to get her out of your office. She's wasting valuable time. Giovanni dropped his line, making my jaw drop to the floor. Excuse me? I huffed. I may be plain, but I am most definitely not an uggo. Like, there's like just, dull, and then there's uggo.
I'm not dullo. I'm not uggo.
Giovanni dismissed me with a wave. Like, I wish I could this book. Take the girl away. I can't even better with my eyes closed.
Says no man ever.
Okay, you do realize that we have no idea what's in this letter, and now you're talking about betting her. None of this has been set up. Like, you don't understand why the Pa is involved in the mafia, and you don't really give a shit because this girl is annoying. You kind of hope that she's taken out and some wet work.
Quickly.
Yeah. And then we meet the real main character.
Yes, that's what we're hoping. Like, the sister seems more interesting. We've only heard a small bit about her.
Let's see. You galoot, I snapped, because now she's turned into an 84-year-old. Damn you, give me a sarsaparilla, you galoot. It's so tonally all over the place that
I love it. I love it.
Sure, I'd looked like I'd gone through a twister just to get here, not to mention running home after getting that fake message. But My appearance right now was no match to a princess. In fact, I was no different from a beggar, with what my wild plaited hair in a jumbled mess, plaited also braided, is more American.
Yeah.
But I was not ugly. I have some pretty points too, like my freckles.
Okay.
I
I'm
also, Kevin T, we're not avatars. We're actually real people, which is
yeah.
weird.
It
Even
is. It
weirder.
is. It is weird.
They were beautiful. She's proud of her freckle. Freckle pride, apparently.
Freckle Pride.
How dare that Adonis mafia boss degrade my appearance like this? I'll give him a piece of my mind. Sure. Give me $1 million and I still wouldn't bed you. In fact, if you were the last man on earth, I still wouldn't bed you. No one says bed.
Yeah. They would. She was so quick using the F word, and now all of a sudden it's bad.
Well, it's Victorian.
Yeah, she changed countries too, I guess.
Oh, and hear this. Even if you are the last remaining man on earth and the fate of all humanity depended upon us, I still wouldn't. Shut up. At once he speaks for all of us, he barked. Say one more word and I'll cut out your tongue and feed it to Beastie.
Beastie? A chihuahua, I'm imagining.
I wanted to blast him another earful, but displaying intelligence that I have hitherto yet not displayed, decided to shut the hell up. But I didn't know about these mafia people. They looked scary. They acted scary and behaved in a scary way. I'm not an author, but the fact that you use scary 4 times in a single sentence.
Bad.
Thesaurus.
That's what makes it real.
Especially that big boss, and I didn't want to have to find out if they were going to act on their threats or not. I thought it was best if I kept quiet. But then my curiosity to know what was in the letter got the best of me. That's intelligence right out the window.
Yeah.
Can I ask what Pa wrote in the letter? I tweeted out. He glared at me again and threw me the letter. I felt so mad. I wanted to bash his handsome face. They're violent, good Lord.
Yeah.
But what stopped me was one simple phrase in the letter that caught my attention when it landed on the floor. My daughter as collateral in exchange for my debt. Okay, a 19-year-old is never going to fetch you any money on Kelley Blue Book. A 19-year-old is a net loss in a profit loss evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, here, go ahead and take my daughter. Typically, families had to give items of worth because a daughter was considered a burden. She wasn't going to be earning more. So you gave a dowry to the husband to kind of sweeten the pot to take on another dependent.
Yeah, to take on something that was another mouth to feed.
Also, what in the MS-13? I mean, Jesus Christ, this dad's like, I paid her some licorice. Do whatever.
Yeah, I gave her some licorice. I sent her over hoping that her breath doesn't stink. She's sort of homely looking, but, the older one is too smart. And,
Yeah,
I'm not sending her over. The hot one.
And you're gonna piss off the mafia boss if you have 2 daughters and you're sending the homely one over as collateral. Yeah. That's a good way to get kneecapped. I mean,
yeah.
Debt, collateral, Pa, Fannie Mae. I went into full outrage mode. I screamed, yelled, and cursed. What was Pa thinking, using me as collateral in exchange for his debt?
He probably just wanted to get rid of her. It's just like, please take this stupid bitch. Like,
look, I'm running out of licorice, and the doctor won't let me have any more. It's the beatus. Oh my gosh, Take my slow, ugly daughter.
Take my daughter that eats licorice. Like,
He wanted to trade me for his debt, his plain daughter. I continued to yell and berate him, even if he wasn't here to hear it. At least it felt better. I was going to release another throng of words when Giovanni stopped my outrage, hopefully with duct tape. God, you're so bloody annoying.
no, he was such a fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And
You could have placed this in England. I'm sure they
Yeah.
have the mafia over there, the IRA. I mean, apples, oranges,
Something.
still. Something.
Well, I mean, there's so many mistakes in all of this. It's just like this is not like the. Is this your inner dialogue check? Because Juan and Need is definitely fitting because this is so bad. Here,
Well,
yeah, take my
it's
slow
like a
daughter.
it's like a first draft where you're kind of getting all your ideas, but you have to be able to objectively go back and say, wait, this doesn't really marry with this, and this paw thing kind of takes you out. Because every time I read it, it's just like, why is this here?
Yeah, why is Paw here? Why? And saying things like bloody annoying, he shouted, massaged his temple, then fired a demand at the man beside him. Bobby, take her away. Her screeching is hurting my ears. No, the simple thing would have been like, get the hell out of my house and tell your father I will be visiting him. That's what the mafia would be saying. We're not
Or they
taking
would
on.
have said, this is the wrong daughter. I requested the pretty one.
They wouldn't even do that. Why would they even
Yeah.
request a woman? I mean,
Yeah, why would you want a 19-year-old woman who is this woman?
or any of them. You pretty much got your, if you're that rich, you've got your choice of whomever. They're falling all over themselves to be there. You're not
This is
taking women as payment. It's
the man named Bobby. He had a name tag, coward in fear. Yeah, boss. Then he scratched his head. Where do you want me to take her? Please say wet room. Please say wet room. Please say wet room. The Dexter room. Come on. Giovanni almost lost his temper. And we were aware it was almost because we're omnipotent. He glared at his underling. Do I have to spell out every single instruction? Considering how vague the motivations have been here, yeah, you kind
Yeah,
of do, because no one
you
knows
do.
what the fuck is going on. Use your brain for once. Go shoot her or throw her over a bridge or something. Just get her out of my sight. You know what? I'm liking
you
this
go.
guy.
I'm liking
The
him too.
hero, this is the hero this book needs.
Yeah,
I'm liking
except
it.
he was looking at a 5-year-old girl in the last chapter.
Well, come this way, Bobby said. Of course, because a guard is going to tell you, like, ma'am, allow me to escort you to the wet room.
So
Bobby
bad.
dragged me until I almost lost my footing. Hey, take it slow, pal, I yelled in pain, shooting up my leg. I'm glad she's worried about her stub toe.
Yeah.
Look how much does my dad owe you? We could work something out. I turned to the big boss. What are you suggesting? If you want to trade your body, I'd prefer to sleep with a pig.
Hey, I'm not trading my body for you galoot. I yelled, firing back at him for comparing me to swine. I'm proposing I pay you via my excellent service. Giovanni, that hot mafia man, assessed me for a second longer and he signaled to his underling, take her away. What? I shrieked. I no sooner had that word left my mouth, I was dragged out the door again, but that's okay. I dug my foot on the floor to stop Bobby from dragging me forward. Where are you taking me? I pushed back and escaped his hold. He said, well, shit, to the bridge. No, you can't throw me over the bridge, I shrieked. My voice echoed around the large foyer as I fought with Bobby to let me go, but he was tough as nails, sticking to my skin like a barnacle to a rock. Okay, then. I'll shoot you right here. No, both Giovanni and I chorused out at the same time. I turned to stare at Giovanni in surprise. Did I have the wrong impression of this man? He decided to change his mind about killing me, and maybe he did have
Hey,
kind
he
of
just
bone
didn't
in
wanna
his body.
clean the marble. Do you know how hard it is to get blood off of marble? Also, the
Mm,
echo.
yeah,
He has a
I
headache.
smiled. Well, she smiled at him. He ignored me and said to Bobby, if you want to kill her, take it outside. I just got the carpet replaced. It's such a hassle to organize for a new one. What? I was so freaked out of my bones. Did he really mean to kill me? That answered my question from before. Those guns on display out in the hallway, they were merely for decoration, or the one that you swiped off of the guard.
Oh gosh, she's awful. I keep hoping that she'll die and the real heroine will come on.
I'm hoping so. You can't shoot me either, not here nor outside, I hurriedly rejected. And then I revealed my last playing card. I yelled with my eyes. I am an asset to you, Giovanni smirked. How are you an asset to
No,
me?
you're a pain in the asset. There's a difference.
Well, it's time to play the technical brain game. I squared my shoulders and looked into his eyes. If I could lie through my teeth, then I'm a monkey's uncle. Let's think about this for a minute, I said, like I was a major philosophy professor and he was the student. I don't have the time, he retorted, his face darkening a shade. Okay, for a second then, I said in a rush. God, I was always a puddle of a gooey mess. My feet were about to give way. Just give me a second to explain myself. Your second's up, Bobby. Take her outside. Wait, stop being so impatient. Let me explain. If you kill me now, how are you going to know my pub's location? He paused. I smirked. I finally had him in a palm of my hand. I knew I was the smart one. There was no doubt about it. Only a smart girl like me could get out of this situation alive. I know he'll contact me sooner or later. I continued, gaining confidence when the big boss stood listening. So don't you think you should keep me alive just so Pa can contact me? He stared at me a minute too long. I only prayed that God would relent. Bobby, take her outside to finish her quick. What? Didn't I just say Pa's going to contact me if you finish me off? How are you going to suppose? If I want to know where your old man has gone to, I have my own methods. I don't need you to keep your bloody annoying mouth here. So annoying, Bobby, take her. Yes, boss. Crap, I'm in deep shit. No, wait, this is worse than shit. I'm in deep poo. You can't. You just can't. I said, I'm willing to do anything. I'll be your maid, clean your room, cook your food. I'm good at cooking. I've got plenty of maids. I don't need another one. Go, get out. He tossed me to the side like I was a piece of garbage, but I clung to his leg for dear life, holding on. I wasn't going to die yet. I haven't even been kissed yet, let alone had a boyfriend. Even if this is just a minute or 2 hours, I'm willing to grasp his pants so I can stay alive. I didn't want to die. I knew I don't want to, but Giovanni was stronger and he lifted me and pushed me off him. But one thing he didn't know about me is I was resilient. No amount of struggling and tugging could peel me off his pants. I stuck to him like glue. I'll do anything. I cried and begged just to extend my life, cooking, cleaning, even making coffee. I'm the best at making coffee. There was a pause and his body went still. Have I got his attention? Good coffee? It was Bobby who spoke. He must have had enough of my wailing and strangling his boss's pants. If the boss wants coffee, he would have hush. That came from Giovanni. Bobby stopped his blabbering and let Giovanni's pants go. Oh, he's like, man, my balls are hurting now. You
Wait,
sure?
so
You make
he was gonna kill her. He's like, throw her off the Walmart, like take her to a bridge, and then all of a sudden he remembers that this is the little girl he perved on when he was young, and he's like, oh my God, you're that witness to that almost crime I did. So
yeah,
let me
so
keep you
I'll keep you alive just a little while longer. But you make really good coffee. I nodded and stood. Of course, I boosted myself. I won the barista award for 2 years in a row. I worked at a cafe my whole life. Of course, I know how to make coffee, and once you've tasted it, you'll become addicted to it like cocaine. Not that I ever tried cocaine, of course. That's just for comparison. Giovanni said, staring at me while tracing his lips. The coffee sounds tempting. Then he turned to Bobby. Test her if her coffee tastes good, then keep her and let her be in charge of the coffee making. Because nobody seems to know how to make good coffee in his house.
There's a way that you write intelligent characters, and usually they don't go around saying, "I'm smart. I'm
I make
resilient."
I make great coffee.
Chapter 3, The Contract. I was sweating like a pig. God, I hope I didn't smell. Girls who smells don't attract guys. Why are you worrying about attracting men? You want to stay alive by making the best cup of coffee. I need you to remember where you are in the story.
This is so
Thank you.
bad. I love it.
That much I knew. Not that I really wanted to attract any of the men here, but I'm here. But I couldn't really help myself with all the sweating. I've never been so nervous in my entire life. Standing there with the murderous, watchful eyes as I prepped the coffee machine, the Mr. Coffee, and grinded the beans. There were Bobby and Heath, two men in black I saw earlier, and Johnny and Finney. Finney from Phineas. There are not a lot of Phineases other than Phineas and Ferb in America.
Yeah, there's not too many Finnies anywhere, and especially if it's an Italian mafia. Maybe if he's not Italian, but we don't know this for sure. He could be
Well,
Italian.
it's 2026. Giovanni might be a member of MS-13.
And all the more so, I don't think Finney would be there.
No, Finney probably. No.
Finney wouldn't have made it out of the.
What's with their names? Don't they sound like, or they don't sound mafia-ish at all? No, I think they keep their nicknames like the Big Plier or the Clamp, for like their LinkedIn profiles, you moron.
Yeah, that's how they get their dates.
Although I wasn't intimidated by them in the least. Okay, no. Just a paragraph ago, you were afraid and didn't want to attract them, but now your motivations must stay the same from paragraph to paragraph. I'm not sure if this is your first novel, but holy Jesus.
She's experiencing menopause. I'm hot, I'm cold.
I was actually talking about that big boss, Giovanni. Him and his stares, they were freaking me out. Well, yeah. Big stature, big name, big ego, big hands, big feet, big gloves. Do not fit, do acquit. Did I mention his big ass, too? What? Figuratively speaking, of course. Not literally. But serious, what a waste of a handsome face. Such nice eyes and lips, yet with the face he was making now, he's having a stroke. Your stupidity has given him an aneurysm. I bet none of the girls would want to look at him now. That included me. But I wondered if he had a girlfriend.
Make the coffee.
Look, Giovanni, I know it's not an espresso machine, but get yourself, a Keurig and save yourself the trouble, okay?
Yeah, it's going to be, it's much cheaper than her. She seems like a problem.
Yes. Crap, why am I thinking these thoughts now? Everyone's wondering.
Yeah.
I hurriedly tamped the coffee and inserted it into the slot and let the machine do its magic. Not knowing where to turn my eyes, I accidentally glanced in Giovanni's direction and saw him tracing his lower lip. What is the oral fixation with these people?
Her.
Damn, what's with him and his fingers always near his lips? Does he know that causes my heart to palpate? No, I'm just wondering if he has like some really chapped lip. I'm like, it's called Carmex. Get yourself a tube. Keep it on you. Flicking back to the coffee machine, I watched as the color changed from a dark golden brown to light gold. That's not coffee color. That's okay. I took the purified coffee and poured some milk into it. You mean percolated coffee? Because purified coffee.
purified coffee.
Who knows?
I
I
don't
couldn't
know.
help but impress him with my coffee art. I made him a swan, my favorite bird. Of course, why not? There you go. I squeezed my lips into a megawatt smile. You spread your lips. Squeezed smaller. Spread bigger.
Well, it gets better.
And was about to present the whole cup to him when, oh hell, how did my coffee end up on his pants?
Hot coffee on his pants.
And why was there a dark stain on his groin area? What? Giovanni's not going to be betting her because his schmeckle is burned. There was a growl from Giovanni, like a beast that had been unleashed from his chest. See, and I would have thought there would have been a shriek, like a
Like
a
hot
BG
coffee.
had been squeezed.
Yes.
Like,
Or Michael Jackson was, on fire again.
followed by a rushing of feet. I was in a flustered state too. Apparently, in my nervousness, my knees had buckled. So she's on his knees at groinular level.
Looking at his wet crotch, going, I swear the coffee tastes great. Can I taste your coffee? I'll get it off your pants.
What in the name of... Believe me, although that glaring really freaked me out, I didn't have any unintentional.
It gets worse.
I didn't intentionally burn his groin area with my scalding coffee. I hoped his little sperm still... I can't.
His poor little thing, if he couldn't reproduce, no cute, captivating babies. I grabbed a
I
towel.
hope none of you reproduce in this story. Humanity can't survive it.
No, because, she grabbed a towel Bobby got from somewhere and threw it onto Giovanni's balls, then smacked my hand on it, grinding it, rubbing it to remove all that excess liquid. But he only jumped up off the couch like he got on fire. What's his problem? I was just trying to help. I was beating it off of him. So I did help. I followed him, knees on the floor, hands busy rubbing that area clean until he pushed me off. What the fuck are you doing, you stupid? Get off me. He growled and shook his legs free of my grasp. Only then did I realize what I'd done. I was vigorously cleaning his private area. I shyly retracted my hands and gave him pleading puppy eyes. I'm dead. I'm so dead right now. He stormed out the door. Oh, shit. Did I piss him off that much? No, he's not mad at all. I trembled, awaiting the verdict. The whole room was choked in silence. I didn't dare move. It was Finney who broke the silence. Since you're here and you don't have much time left to live, make us some coffee. What?
No. Last time she made coffee, she scalded off a man's testicles.
Yes.
This woman is legitimately the scariest character in the damn story.
Yeah,
She's
I'm
over here,
worse.
pulling out guns from she's over here just doing stuff.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this woman, like Will Smith taking out the young girl with the calculus book, this is the young girl with the calculus book in the hood in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm. Since you're here, I don't have much time left to live. Make us some coffee. I had a plan up my sleeve. One after another, I made what they ordered. By the time they were sipping their drinks, I felt ecstatic. Perhaps if I were to continue to distract them, they'd forget that I'd done to the big boss and let me live. I smiled at my possible future, but that smile died a sudden death when Giovanni reappeared with a new set of clothing. Oh, my Lord, did it make me drool. Hotness overload. Which gym does he use? Let me sign up too. But Giovanni was, of course, wearing slacks, a comfortable gray, and a black turtleneck with a light suit jacket. This guy sure knows how to dress himself. I didn't dare look at him in the eyes. I just keep picturing, whenever I'm nervous.
I know, but also why I love that she's impressed by the small things, like he can in fact dress himself all alone. Like, oh my God, he can put pants on all by himself. What a hero.
Oh, Let's taste that coffee then, he said coldly. Again, that was pretty unexpected. Maybe these mafia people were kind after all. I nodded like a shaggy dog and proceeded to give him a second cup. This time I made sure to walk slowly, and I really mean slow, so it wouldn't spill a single drop. Oh, do you want me to wait until the next century to drink that? He glanced up and walked a bit faster, squeezing my lips into a tight smile. I presented him with my very best work again, another swan. He blew the beverage gently. I was hypnotized. Those lips, they're really something. He took a sip. I held my breath, then he put it down. That's it. He's not going to drink anymore, and I'm going to die now. You can all go now. Is Giovanni talking to me? Apparently not. He was dressed in his underlings. I said, you can all go now. They weren't listening. They were blissfully sipping their coffee. The fuck is wrong with you? Goddamn jobs. Slammed his fist on the wooden desk. The guys immediately returned to Earth and scurried off. 1 minute I was surrounded by 4 hunka dads, and then I was left all alone with this little beast man, fending for myself. It's all right, Jenny. You're smart. You can handle this. Sit. He gestured when we were all alone. I gracefully sat on the nearest couch, like a gentle-bred lady, except my fat ass didn't get to touch the soft cushion before he barked at me again. Not on the couch, on the floor, bitch. Sadistic, bossy brutes. I cursed inside my head, but not wanting to die, I obeyed. This is your contract. Contract, I shot up, interrupting him. Does that mean I don't die? Does that mean I get the job? If you interrupt me again, you will. Do I make myself clear?
Does he promise? Does he promise? Because I swear to God, Giovanni, if you bitch out on killing her if she interrupts you again, I'm going to lose all respect for you.
Yeah, you're not a man anymore. I didn't respond. I said, do I make myself clear? His Giovanni's little eye twitched. He glared at me, and half a second later, my eyes were filled with his face. He was exactly 1 inch from my eyes. Did I make myself clear? He repeated once more, each syllable coming out loud and clear, echoing around the room. So I reached up and I kissed him. No, I'm kidding. Clear as the sun on a cloudless day, I swallowed, nodding. Now be a good servant and sit your fat ass back down. I mumbled another curse under my breath and sat on the floor again. Giovanni went to sit to the nearest couch and folded his legs like the big boss he was. He tossed a glare at me and proceeded to outline my role. You are my servant, Jay. And most importantly, you will be my coffee machine. Whenever I want one, you will make one for me. You must be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Excuse me. I shot up from the floor again and stood my ground. Giovanni was a little startled by my sudden movement. He blinked a few times, but then composed himself. Thou Adonis statue. That's what I'm going to be nicknaming him from now on. But I would not be going against employee rights. You can't demand me to make coffee for you 24 hours a day. I need to go to school. I need sleep.
Oh my God, this was so written by some Gen Alpha who's like, oh my God, but haven't you thought about like my human rights? and the mafia guy's gonna be like, you know what? I never considered that. Thank you for enlightening me.
Yeah.
Like a mafia boss is gonna.
No, he would never do this.
No.
Unless you want me to cut your body up into little pieces and grind it into the coffee machine, which would never work because it would be a bloody mess, then I require my coffee 24/7. Which do you choose, being the coffee bean or making the coffee? Well, I swallowed again, and this time it was an easy choice. I didn't need to think. I grinned and flashed him my best smile. I'm happy to be your servant in your coffee machine. Just call me anything, anytime. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Very good. He was about to turn away when I intercepted him, jumping right in his path. Can I ask you how much Pa owes you so I know how long I'm supposed to be in service to you? $3 million.
Who the hell lends $3 million to Pa?
Nobody. No, Pa's an idiot. He would be lucky if you would get 30 grand. And then I would have broken his legs. Upon hearing his answers, my eyes rolled back and I crumpled into a dead lump on the couch. You're useless, utterly useless. Why are you still sleeping? Get up. I was already awake from his yelling, but I didn't listen to him. I was mulling over the notion of why Pa had abandoned me. $3 million. What in the eggshell did he do with all that money, and why must I be the collateral? I have to go to school too. Doesn't he know that? And where has Amelia gone to? I can't wait to find him. When I do, I'll give him an earful for sure. I said, get up. Don't pretend to faint, he growled. And then the next second, a cushion smacked me right in the face. Cushion. The guy just threatened to do bodily harm. I doubt he's going to hit you with a cushion.
Well, he's fighting his love for the 5-year-old he's seen now almost be not jailbait.
Yeah. Well, she got up slowly and followed
He loves her
Giovanni.
in spite of her stupidity, which I think is the greatest romance because I would have killed her.
Yeah, this is some true love right here.
Yeah.
I got up slowly, followed Giovanni as he took me around the mansion, explaining what kind of jobs I would have to do during my stay as a maid here. Although most of the time I just stood admiring his tall, lean form. I didn't pay any attention at all. And whenever he said this,
She vacillates from like attracted to him to, oh, he's going to kill me. And then when he, treats her like an absolute ass, she's like, but oh my, he's a bit of a dick, but his ass.
it's so perfect. Hotness overload, totally captivating. This guy really was the epitome of perfection. From where I stood, he looked to be about 6'1", such a tall man. I was so jealous. I looked like a midget standing next to him with my 5'2" status.
See, at first it's not status, it's statue. You would have said something like, again, he dwarfed me. My head came to about his chest. For a real writer to be using these sort of colloquialisms instead of actually coming up with a creative way to say it, it's very lazy writing. But not that,
Very. I mean, you need an editor, sweetheart.
yes.
Finally, after touring the whole house, or should I say mansion, he decided to take me to see his bedroom. Of course, because that's what you do. Since it would be my duty to clean his room, and his bedroom was huge. It was the size of our whole house. Everything's the size of your whole house. And when and so what did he do with $3 million? Okay. So when I saw his bed, man, I got so wet. This is how rich people live, with a king-size bed fit for a king. Well, a king? I mean, it's king size. I paced around the bed. I was mesmerized, feeling the soft fabric between my fingers. Ugh, it's pure silk, because that's what you want to sleep in. No, I doubt it.
Also, how is she going to know? If she's very poor, how is she going to know all these things? What silk feels like? Because to get actual silk sheets, I mean, those are fairly rare.
Yeah.
So,
and I wouldn't want silk sheets.
also, why are you touching his bed?
And how did you get the sheets to the sheets? I mean, because if I'm not mistaken, usually you've got the sheets and then you've got blankets that go over the sheets.
Also, it'd be a lead housekeeper that shows you this. The boss is not going to be taking you through. He's got shit to do. He's got like mafia shit, protection.
Yeah.
He doesn't have time to show you how to do the hotel corners.
No, he's taunting her. This is what you're gonna miss. You're never gonna be in this room with me.
Oh my God. Promise. Because if this is the writing now, I can't even wait for the smuxy part because it's awful.
I'm wondering if this is a virgin that wrote this. That would be the best part.
That would explain a lot.
It would.
Because human interactions don't really go like this.
Especially when she says, "Oh, boss, your bed feels so nice." I rubbed my palm on his pillowcase. All my life, I've never touched material this rich before. I hadn't had a clue how Giovanni saw me at that moment. I was enjoying my fantasy of sleeping on that bed too much. And I didn't realize I messed up his bed sheets until a soft cough startled me. Boss, I'm sorry I messed up your bed. I'll tidy it. I flipped out.
Can you imagine you're just taking your housekeeper like, this is my bed, and then like start touching like, oh my God, but your bed is so sensual. And be like, you know what? Actually, I've decided to take up cleaning. Thank you so much. Got the sheets at Walmart. Sensual there. Sent you there.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't need a housekeeper anymore.
But Giovanni didn't say a word. He just observed me as if I were an object on display. He looked as if he were lost in another world altogether. Boss, I waved my hand in front of his face to check his response. What? He shouted, freaking the soul out of me. You're staring at me, I muttered. Giovanni blinked, then he shook his head. Let's go to your bedroom. My bedroom, finally. My legs were about to cave in already. First thing I'm going to do is jump on the bed and rest my feet. This is your room. Giovanni led me to. What the hell is this? Like he's opened the door to a hallway closet? We're in a closet, I said stupidly, looking around the tiny room with a small cot on the far wall. Why are we in a closet? It's your bedroom. I was gobsmacked. Come on, I'm a award-winning barista. I deserve better than to live in a closet. You're a coffee machine and my maid. You're staying in the closet.
Oh my God, Giovanni, I've never been more attracted to you. Put her in the closet.
And lock the door, except whenever you need coffee made.
Again, Giovanni, I'm telling you, get a Keurig. Cut your losses on the 3 mil. Send her home.
Yep. Kill the old man. You'll be good to go. Just
I love how she's like, oh my God, you mean I don't get like a suite? You're a maid. Has it escaped your attention? You are a maid. And in fact, human collateral with the stupidity behind that logic of the Matrix using people for batteries with the upkeep involved. It doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense.
no.
But you're a maid. Why the hell do you think you wouldn't be living on a cot? Have you seen Cinderella? It's about your maturity level.
Look what she says. I don't think I can get used to this. Can't I live in a normal room? I bargained, tilting my head back to give my puppy dog pleading eyes. No, get used to it. He blinked and shook his head again. You'll be living here until every last cent is paid. Then he strode across the room like a male model on a catwalk, slamming the door so it rattled on its hinges.
So very gaily.
Yes.
Too sexy for my shirt.
my shirt. Too sexy
Too
for my
sexy
shirt.
for my shirt. It's the closet for you. F it.
Boom.
Doom, 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 doom.
Why must he be so dramatic when he enters and exits the room? Tisk. That Adonis with few words. Just wait. I'll make him such delicious coffee. And he wouldn't be able to drink another cup of coffee again. Or just put some poison in it. He won't be
Yeah,
able
I
to
know.
drink
Seriously,
anything.
this would be the perfect time for you to poison all the coffee.
Yeah. And when he was so sucked in, I'd bargain for my freedom. I think I understand the story that they're trying to do here. Okay. Now, you know about the fairy tales, right? And I'm trying to
Yes.
think. There was a certain princess. It's the 1,000 Tales or something like that. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I have the book. Okay. And what it was is this this rich man brought this woman or took this woman that he was going to kill, and she said, I'll tell you a story. And she told such a beautiful story that he allowed her to live, but she had to continue telling him
Yeah.
stories. And that's where the night, I think it's a night of 1,000.
Arabian Nights or 1001
Yeah.
Arabian Nights.
Yeah, 1,001 Arabian Nights. And that's, yeah, thank you. That's exactly what this is supposed to be, but they're doing a really shitty job of it.
Because no one would listen to her tell a story. Again,
'Cause she's
smart
an idiot.
characters don't need to tell you they're smart. You kind of get it just by the way they act.
Yeah. And this one doesn't act smart in any way, shape, or form.
Oh dear God. Chapter 4, Chessboard and Hotness Overload. This bitch has never played chess. She is a checkers player. She is great at Uno, fair at war, killer at thumb war, but this bitch has never played chess.
More than honestly,
Giovanni felt his heart go into palpitations. It was weird. His heart had never palpated for anyone or anything. Not since that time 12 years ago when his heart had smiled that once at the taste of bitter oh God, ew. Stop.
Yeah, it's taking him back to, oh, she was 5. That bitter
He
coffee was so
smiled at the pleasant thought, a sudden image of Jenny, although he calls her Jay, so it would make sense in his internal dialogue and kind of thoughts. He would call her Jay, not Jenny. Although she's had 5 different names, so at this point, really, it doesn't matter.
Well, what I don't understand about this writer, and I'm going to bitch a little bit. We are ragging on this writer because it is so fucking horrible. What I would say is at some point in time, after you get towards the about this point in the book, you go back and you read what you just fucking wrote, and you read it again and go, this is really fucking stupid. This doesn't work.
Yeah, usually your beta readers are going to
Tell you this. I mean, I'm flabbergasted. Sorry,
oh, no,
Jenny.
it's okay. A sudden image of Jenny with pleading green puppy dog eyes just moments before robbed his senses. He could see her in his mind's eye. He wished for a migraine. His heart flip-flopped again. It must be that instant coffee.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Wait, you have a human fucking coffee maker and you're drinking instant coffee? Make it make sense.
Yeah.
Too much wasn't good. He needed the real stuff. Where was that midget girl when he needed her?
Oh, she's galloping across the lawn.
Bobby, he barked, his expression growing darker when his right-hand man didn't appear in an instant. Where the fuck are you hiding, Bobby? Get in here right now or I'll chop your balls off. Yeah, maybe think of decaf.
Yeah.
Oh, boss, I'm coming. Bobby came scurrying into the room with hands shielding his private parts, as you do.
Yeah.
Because mafia men are really going to come in covering their nads. Where the heck were you when I called? He growled at his underling. I was working, boss. You know that collection report you were telling me about? We're missing one. The mafia has Excel sheets, and you're like, oh my God, it's Q3 and we're down 3% at the bookies.
Yeah. They didn't give us the money that we, because that's all we do is we collect money. We don't do anything but take money.
We missed one, a man from downtown. Just a single man. We're not going to clarify which man didn't pay us, something that the boss might ask. We need to collect money from him today if we want to meet our quota. The mafia has quotas? I love this.
But look what Giovanni says to him next.
You've been drinking coffee, haven't you? This is why the mafia went out. This is
It's the coffee.
they can't even stay on their quotas and their HR department and their marketing.
Oh my God. They can't even keep track of $3 million from some guy that obviously couldn't pay it back and gave his daughter in exchange.
He snarled, not listening to a single word his underling was saying. Bobby blinked at him. How'd you thwack? Ow, boss, you hit me on the head. You promised me a good bawling. You think I'm an idiot. I can smell it across. What is he now? Part werewolf? How many cups did Jay make you? Again, he says, or he thinks of her as Jay, so in his internal monologue, it should be Jay instead of Jenny. Dear God, I should not be the voice of reason.
No.
You think I'm an idiot? I can smell it from across the room. How many cups did Jay make you? 2, boss. Well, she only made me 1. He muttered under his breath, suppressing the desire to show his jealousy. What?
It's all about the coffee.
I don't even understand. And I didn't even get to finish it before it turned cold. Where is she? Tell her I demand a flat white on my desk now. Racist. Boss, that might be a little difficult, Bobby pointed out timidly. Why? Because she's cleaning the bathroom. Which bathroom? Our bathroom.
Oh, well, it's all the coffee they've been drinking. It's a natural diuretic, and
Fair point.
you
It
don't
does
want to
keep
go.
things moving.
Yeah.
Their bodyguards, she's already like degunned them. I mean, at this point, why isn't this badass cleaning their bathroom? What is going on here? Okay. There's
Oh,
no way he'd allow her anywhere near the bathroom. His underling's bathroom was even worse than dog shit. It's the one place he never dared venture to, and for good reason, since he considered himself a clean freak. Fine, I'll wait, but when she's done and cleaned up, tell her I want my flat white. Okay, so he's a germ freak.
yeah, he's
He's also
germaphobe.
the mafia boss, but he's egalitarian enough to let his underling's shithole get cleaned before he demands his coffee.
Well, she's got to get cleaned up too afterwards.
Fair point.
Like wash your hands, clean your knees.
Yeah. Yes, boss, and make sure to tell her to wash her hands thoroughly. I don't want any germs from you all. He added, just in case Bobby forgot. His right-hand man tended to forget small details, which makes him
Which,
great as a
which,
right-hand man.
yeah, and it's it's funny that he's the right hand man. He forgets all the details, just like this writer forget all the details, because this would have been something that you would have figured out early on, like in your character build, instead of building your character in the middle of the story.
On it, boss. I'll tell her right now. Giovanni sank into the cushy chair as his underling disappeared out the door. He let that small disappointment sag out of his shoulders and turned to more pressing matters, like the money that Jay's father owed him. I was wondering when we were going to get to the point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
$3 million, stupid old man. He should have never loaned him that money. Kind of seems like stupid you.
Yeah.
Now look where it got him. A plain midget girl he couldn't even bed in exchange for the measly $3 million. I mean, it's measly.
If it's measly 3 million, she's measly, and okay. Let's put it this way. I can't, for the life of me, I can't figure out that
I can't figure out anyone's motivations in this. Like, no one is behaving like a rational human being.
no, they're behaving like a bunch of, need I say, retards.
How long?
This is so bad. This is so bad, because I'm just sitting there going, okay, why would you loan him 3 million, and why would you be expecting a woman in exchange for payment? I mean, I can't think of a single woman that would be worth $3 million unless you were planning on marrying them, or
I mean, and even at $50 a pop, let's say, and you do end up, like twice a week. I mean, she's never going to work off that 3 million. Like, even if you're really, really active, I mean, she's just not going to work that off.
I mean, if she was, okay, think about like a call girl or something that might cost, I don't know what, 500, 1,000. I don't know what a call girl costs. I mean, somebody in chat might know, or somebody in chat might be a call girl for all I know. It's okay. No judgment here. To get to that 3 million mark, it's like, it's sort of that Dr. Evil, like, we're gonna ask for $1 million, and they're just
Also,
like, yeah, we own Starbucks, we make $10 million a day.
I know, it's basically like, and if he's not gonna bet her and he's gonna, go buy coffees, it's gonna take 15 lifetimes.
Yeah.
Even at $8 a coffee.
Yeah. Oof.
How long would his daughter stay under his charge to pay his debt? 3 million wasn't a lot to him, but to someone like the Stones, who hadn't had a couple of dollars to rub together, it was a big deal.
Why did they get 3 million?
Yeah, why? No bank is going to loan like poor people 3 million. Why did the mafia?
I'm curious now. And where's mom at in all of this?
Yeah, Giovanni
Maybe
admitted,
that's what the 3 million was for. Mom had like cancer for like a couple of decades and had to pay those doctor bills, and bankruptcy was out of the question, couldn't do that.
yeah. Giovanni admitted he didn't like the old man's daughter, which is why you've decided to, I don't know, punish yourself by keeping her in a closet near you.
Yeah.
On first sight, she disturbed his peace of mind like no other. No, that I'm 40 pages into this. She's disturbing me.
Yeah. I would have agreed, you should have ended your misery and the book in quick order. By the time that he was dragging her out, before she could spill coffee on your crotula area, you should have just capped her. Just thrown her in for the alligators, because I'm sure there's alligators in that national park that you were at.
The way she spoke, loud and rude, not even caring he was a mafia boss, really pissed him off. If it weren't for her coffee skills, she would have been gone by now.
Coffee skills.
Yet he couldn't stop staring at her then or thinking about her now. There was something about her he couldn't quite put his finger on. She looked so familiar somehow. Oh my God, no, he knows that it's her. He can't be confused that it's the girl that he ran into, because he just thought about it at the beginning of the chapter. I'm going to need you to remember this.
Oh, God.
He needed to stop this before his head exploded, or mine. Good God, mine.
Yes, mine.
Giovanni strode into his bedroom on the second floor and stripped off his clothes. Like a snake shedding its skin, taking off one article of clothing at a time. Well, I'm glad he didn't try to do the old, all body wiggle to get out. Scattering them all over the floor. He'd say he was a clean freak, but he didn't mean he had to pick up himself. He had many servants, especially that new one he couldn't get out of his mind. And there he went again, thinking about her. He needed to stop this. It must be the weather. It was too hot for spring. It was frying his brains, and he needed a cool down. But first a shower, then coffee, in that order. Once completely naked. I would hope so. He walked into the ensuite bathroom and opened the door.
The clock on the wall read 3 o'clock. That meant I had been here for more than 4 hours, and at that time I'd been doing the following: serving coffee, cleaning, and doing a mountain of laundry accumulated by 5 grown men. And the list just went on. Here Adonis said he didn't need a maid. Slapped my ass. What a liar. My hands were already numb from mopping the floor. Thankfully, the last job on the list was to clean the bathroom. I cringed. How many bathrooms are in this mansion? 2. I doubted it. More like 20, but no matter. I went in with renewed strength. This was my last job, after all, before I got to rest my feet. Man up, Jenny. You can do this. Don't give up. I pumped myself up for the full task at hand. I was only cleaning the bathroom. No big deal. I cleaned the bathroom all the time at home anyway. A quick spray here, a simple wipe there, then voila, all was done. I was even faster than Amelia painting her nails. That was my initial thought anyway, until I opened the door and a whiff of what smelled like rotten eggs and 3-month-old fart bomb blasted me right in the face. Ew, what a stink bomb. I was so not prepared for that. You've never been around teenage boys.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Or your dad at that. I stood surveying the site, pinching my nose. From the look of the tub, a herd of elephants had taken a dump in it. No, that's what. Why would they be in the tub? Are they?
Yeah, what in the hell are they doing in the tub? Like, the tub is the least of your problems. It's the floor and the area around the toilet.
Here's the thing. If a guy is taking a bath, and not taking a shower, first, he should be checked for his manliness there. But second of all, if I was a guy going in to take a bath and I look and the tub is all nasty, do you think I'm going to crawl into a nasty tub to wash the nastiness off of me? It just sort of comes off with just thoughts like this just go in my brain. Just you wait, Adonis, I muttered under my breath, scrubbing the tub until it shone and sparkled. I'll clean this tub until you can see your face in it. Please don't. And then you'll reduce my life sentence. I worked hard and fast cleaning that bathroom. Sweat and grime poured off my body in buckets. But if only one droplet of sweat equate to $1, I was sure I'd be a millionaire just like Adonis. That's not how it works. Then I'd have enough money to pay back Pa's debt, right? In your dreams, Jenny, I
don't
rolled my
recommend
eyes.
OnlyFans, but for this girl, I'm gonna recommend use your hotness. You don't have a brain to fall back on. You need to monetize your hotness right now, ma'am.
Yeah, you need to roll up your sleeves and get to do it. Learn how to do a hand job really well. From the look of things, I have to spend at least 2 more lifetimes working as the mafia's maid in order to pay off this debt. For a poor college student like me, I guess I'd been condemned to the hellhole of a stink bomb for a lot longer. Well, at least another 10 minutes anyway. I chuckled. I was almost finished. I did a jiggly dance at this thought. No. Sometimes I amaze myself at how quick and adaptable I was to new living environments. Is this why the old man left me behind with the sharks instead of taking me with him? She thought suddenly depressed me. Oh, what the hell, Jenny, get your head together. This is no time to mull over this problem. Right now, let's clean this shithole so I can get all spick and span, then have a shower and get clean clothes. But she didn't bring any with her. She showed up with no
Also,
clothes.
yeah, are you sure you're allowed have you checked with your boss? Because your closet doesn't have an ensuite, and I'm wondering if you have to pay for the water. At this point, the way he's going to show he loves her is by, making her hose off in the backyard, and she's going to be like, "That asshole, but look at those abs."
Yeah. But she says, God, I stunk. Just like a skunk. No, wait, not like any normal skunk. I was the queen of all skunks. Oh, how pathetic. I was losing my mind. I seriously needed a shower or bath and fast and then food. In that order, I inched my way upstairs back to my adorable, oh so cozy closet bedroom. Not stripping myself of my soiled clothes, I donned a towel that I found in the back of my bedroom and made a mad race across the long hallway, eager to find a bathroom fit for the skunk queen from Brooklyn. And then I stopped. Oh, crap. I didn't recall sighting any bathroom along the Giovanni tour. Now, what was I going to do? I needed to find a shower fast. I was literally naked beneath this towel. I couldn't go around parading in my skimpy towel to search for a bath. What happened if that mafia guy saw me? No, that would not do
Okay,
it all.
wait a minute. He took her on a tour. It's a big old mansion with a freaking sculpture in the front, and you're telling me it only has one bathroom.
That she can think of. Well, I could always go back down to the guy's bathroom. I knew where that was, but the probability of seeing more people would be higher if I showered there. Oh, what to do for the sheer size of this mansion? No, I should say museum. It'd take me more than half a day to just find one. Well, guess what's going to happen? And then a proverbial light bulb lit above my head. Adonis's bathroom. Brilliant, Jenny. I remembered where that was next to my closet bedroom. I didn't have to walk far at all. We were literally right next door neighbors. I grinned like the Cheshire Cat. It's only going to be for a minute. I'll hop in the shower. 5 minutes max. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. I clutched my towel more securely around myself, an inch closer to Giovanni's bedroom door. I opened it gently and quietly, slowly peeking between that small gap to check whether anyone was in. Good, he wasn't there. That being said, though, I hadn't seen him since this morning. Humph. Maybe he's taking a dump. I shrugged, probably out and about doing whatever mafia stuff he did. Threatening people and criminal activities, I bet. Not my problem. None of my concern if he got caught by the law. All the better for me to get out of this debt earlier. Oh, you have no idea. But I hadn't had time to think about him right now. I had more important issues to deal with, like getting myself just spick and span clean. So dashing to the bathroom through Adonis's bedroom, I once again found myself in awe of the sheer size of his bed. I couldn't help but jump on it for a good bounce. Oh God, it felt so good to be on my bottom. But before anyone caught me, I jumped back up because, I just left a brown stain on his satin sheets.
She's over here stinking, repulsive, covered in male bathroom cleanup junk, and now she's sat on. If he didn't kill her before, again, never in a romance novel have I rooted so much for the main female character to die.
I'm with you on this. She gave the sheets an extra tight tug before making her way to the bathroom. If the guy's bathroom downstairs was a dump for the zoo animals, then Adonis's bathroom must be a dump for, oh my Lord, I take back that thought. Is this guy a clean freak or what? All the shampoo, deodorant, cologne, basically all the necessary items that makes a guy's charm ooze with pheromones were laid out like artwork on the shelf. Clean, too clean. This bathroom was literally plucked from the top housing magazine. I could see my face on every reflective surface, including the huge wall mirror attached to one side of the room. I looked at myself. I really don't look half bad at all. My light brown hair still stuck out on all ends, but nothing a little hairbrush wouldn't fix. My little sun-kissed freckles little scattered my pretty little nose, highlighting them even further against my ivory pale skin. My eyes were still green. No, such green is such a boring color. Emerald or jade would be more suited to describe my irises. My lips were red, full and plump. I didn't need to waste money on Botox. I had natural beauty. And although I only stood at 5'2", I considered myself model material. I was slim with the right amount of curves in all the right places. Oh, Jenny, you're so hot. Definitely model material.
Oh my God.
I contorted myself this way and that way against the stylish stall, giggling and laughing at myself while viewing my own reflection in the tall mirror. Oh, Jenny, you're such a hottie. Why was that
glad
mafia
that
boss?
both the character and the author have forgotten that she's not supposed to be in his room,
Yeah.
in his shower. She's just out here like fucking around like
I'm a mom.
glamour shots.
Look at me.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, was that mafia saying you couldn't sleep with me? Comparing me to a pig? Gosh, he was just too blind to see my real beauty. Well, just my luck. Then I was going to use his bathroom as revenge, because that's what you do whenever somebody says they're going to delete you. Not waiting another second, I dropped my towel in eager anticipation, turning on the hot shower. Oh, I slipped in, forgetting about my towel on the floor. Oh my gosh, this is pure heaven. Happiness right here in the shower. Let me grab that water pick and go to work. The water back home would run and stop like there was a clot in the shower head. Here, the spray came on just the right pressure, making my skin tingle in delight. I closed my eyes, feeling the weight of grime and stress straining off me. And I saw Adonis in the mirror. Holy cow, too much of his pheromones in the air, and now I was reacting to him by daydreaming of him in the shower. Time to make a different flicking of the bean. I blinked
Wait a
my
minute.
eyes open.
So the mafia boss has the situational awareness of Archer.
Yes.
They're both just wandering around nude, just fucking around, not paying attention. Because I mean, the way she has written this story, he's been in the bathroom this entire time looking at himself in the mirror. And so is she.
Yes. So she splashed water on her face, even scrubbed her eyes, and it just all sore. But I was definitely not dreaming. Adonis was really there in his bedroom, stripping off his clothes slowly. I plastered my face against the glass, watching as he unbuttoned his shirt like he was slowly unwrapping a Christmas present for me. Each article he took off made my eyes bulge even further out of their sockets.
Well, that's not a sexy thought. All I'm imagining is this bug-eyed chick like
with her face plastered to the glass, just like oh, like it's steaming up. Just
I know, like that's nothing about this is erotic. Not one bit of it. Not to mention, again, how is showers make noise? How is he just, in his own head thinking about this chick that he somewhat remembers or maybe not, depending on where we are in the story?
He doesn't hear the shower running in his bathroom. No, we'd never hear that. Like perfect chest, perfect abs, and perfect. Holy cow, he's taking off his pants. Turn around, I want to see it. Well, he did turn around, resulting in my little heart going to an arrhythmic mode. I had to remind myself to calm down and breathe. I felt something dripping down my chin.
Oh, God.
I want to let you continue on because this is hilarious.
I was right. She's too stupid to remember to swallow unless reminded. Oh my God. I wiped the saliva and continued to stare at him, mesmerized and entranced by his beauty. He was seriously Adonis, even down there. He's a Gentile, folks. In case you were wondering, he's not a goy. Why? So hot, so captivating, hotness overload. That's, every time a girl first sees her first penis, that's exactly what she thinks. She's like, "Oh my God."
They
And
don't
then he
realize
had
they come in different sizes either. That's the cool part.
and then he had to walk into the bathroom, putting me into a panic attack. I seized and shook in the shower. "Oh golly, oh gosh, I'm naked." As you are in the shower. I managed to shut off the shower nozzle in time. Now there must be a silencer on that because both of them have failed to take into account that it would have a sound.
Yeah.
Fluffing around the stall like a featherless chicken about to take flight. No, that's called a rotisserie chicken. You can tell this woman hasn't been out in the country because we usually break the necks before we pluck them.
Yeah.
Sorry, but that's how it goes. Only realizing I'd left my towel outside, like every other human fucking being doesn't take their their towel into the shower.
Yeah, I don't think so. No, not her. Normally she takes her towel in with her,
I couldn't possibly open the shower door now. It's glass. It's transparent. Most shower doors are transparent, geniuses, both of you. So you're going to... Sure. I could already hear his footsteps approaching, which is amazing because neither of you could hear the fucking shower. Luckily,
No,
this shower is
it's
very high tech. It had one of those technology thingamabobs whereby I could just push a button and the glass wall frosted up.
um let's see. Okay. First of all, how would she know there's something to frost the glass up? And second of all, how would she know where the button is?
Also, he would notice that the glass is frosted and not clear, and someone was obviously in there, not to mention it would smell like you'd been running the shower.
Yeah, and there'd probably be some steam and things like that, unless she was taking a cold shower, which I guess you needed
Yeah,
at this
not
point
to
in time.
mention like breathing sound.
The heavy panting of her just going.
And that's what I did. The once transparent glass wall was now opaque, and I couldn't see a damn thing. I had to rely on my hearing alone. Oh God.
She never did that before.
I pressed my ear to the wall. Jesus. Wept. First of all, doors and showers don't go all the way up, so you would still be able to hear ambient sound.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have to press your ear to the door, and he was nearly at the bathroom. So I get...
And it is pretty much tiled bathroom. It's not carpeted. I highly dissuade against using carpeting in a bathroom, although it was popular in the 70s. I would suggest not doing that. And you would hear her little feet slapping around in there, like, because she gallops.
Had he gone back to the bedroom, I opened the shower door slowly to check, and nope. He was coming back into the bathroom. My arms reacted faster than my brain, jerking the door shut quickly enough that it slammed into my nose. She's smart. She's so smart. Now my nose was like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, except this was no happy reindeer. This was a pure misery reindeer. This is the writing we deserve. I had to clamp my mouth shut to stop my banshee scream from escaping my lips. Giovanni must have heard my tweet. I'm glad Giovanni can hear something. I was hoping he was going to get his ears. Because his footsteps approached the shower stall faster than lightning. He started to rattle the door. I freaked out and jumped to tug the handle myself, closing it in time before he could pull it open. You are 5'2" and thin. You are not keeping the door shut against
a 6'1" that's
Adonis.
supposedly this Adonis. No.
I freaked out and jumped to tug at the oh, now we were playing a game of tug of war with Giovanni trying to pull open the door while I was trying my best to keep it closed. He was strong, but I was adamant.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm gonna
Adamant
go up.
and strength. Which one is going to win there?
Well, Shizzy, I beg to see. Next time the WWE comes in, and in this corner, she is Karen. She is adamant, and she's not leaving without speaking to the manager.
She's 5'2" and 98 pounds. And here comes Adonis, which is 6'1" and built like a brick shit house. And, you know.
Oh, for the love of God, this next sentence. He might have had the strength of a full-grown man with testosterone that whipped my senses and made me drool. Oh God, no. But no way I was letting him up in that door. I was naked. Who knew? He might want to sleep with me after seeing my body.
I told you this is written by a virgin.
Yes, but how? He's already said he's ugly. If there was a dead pig in, as an alternative, he would rather strip the pig. The motivations on these people.
Oh.
I was a virgin, thank you very much. Again, do not reproduce. And I was very happy to stay that way until I found a guy I loved. And this mafia boss, although I continue to perv on him, apparently isn't the one.
She's a virgin, so she saw her first male being and she is drooling over it. And now she's like, but I'm a virgin.
Giovanni rattled the door again and I still didn't let go. Heck, Bobby, did you accidentally lock my shower stall again? Now, again, I need the stupidity of that sentence because if it were to lock feasibly and logically, it would lock from the inside.
Yeah. How did he get out?
Yeah. I told you not to use my bathroom, you ass. I shivered under my naked skin, not because I was cold. Oh no, I was so freaked out. I could feel his anger radiating off of him in just his voice alone. You could hear the anger radiating from his voice. There is so much wrong with all of this.
Yeah. Especially
I knew he'd kill me if he knew I was showering in his bathroom. Please. No amount of coffee skill could save me now. Promises, promises. So I hung tight with my plan. Just hold on to the door handle for dear life. I heard receding footsteps and I knew he must have gone to bark at Bobby. Bobby would still be in the shower.
Yeah.
Unless Bobby hurtled his ass over the gap between the shower door.
Details, Mo. Details.
God dang it. I didn't think any further. That's evident. I quickly yanked myself out of the shower stall, grabbed my towel off the floor, thanking the Lord on the way for giving me this golden opportunity to escape. I ran for my life, almost reaching the sanctuary of my closet when holy crap, Giovanni called me that name that he only uses sparingly and sometimes. I clutched the flimsy material against myself, making sure my beautiful twin assets wouldn't peek out from beneath the towel. Well, it would be
above the towel, but
yeah, but sure.
Unless she's got them around her ankles, the gravity. These are so beautiful.
The tits of a 48-year-old. It's weird.
These are so beautiful.
That's why Giovanni was pissed. She has the mind of a 19-year-old and the tits of a 48-year-old.
Just all saggy. And
it really was the worst contract he could have signed. I cringed when I saw him. He was the pure devil from hell, carved carve my thumping heart. Black hair, black pupils, hot tan skin. Why? Sure. He was also wearing a black bathrobe. I don't know where he got that because he was walking around nude in his, room. which suited me, and just to complete the whole dark devil may care look, which suited me just fine since I didn't want to experience another episode of being a drooling idiot. Oh, sweetheart, that's your permanent state. It's not an
Yeah.
episode if it's just constant.
It is.
Now, if you were to appear in the nude, I was sure I wouldn't just dribble saliva. I would dribble blood from my nose too.
Yeah, sure. Like you smacked yourself in the face with the door. I imagine you'd be bleeding from your nose.
Next time I'll tell Mr. Mo, you're so hot I nearly had a nosebleed. No, it's totally erotic. I read it in this book by Juanita. I smiled at him timidly, staring up at his tall stature. Hi, boss. Fancy meeting you in the hallway. Where were you? She's dressed in a towel, sir. I feel like this mafia would have been caught by George W.
Yeah.
I
He might
I
have
feel like
hired him. You
Barney
never know.
Fife would have caught this mafia. What are you doing? You obviously have a towel. You're wet and you're coming out of my bathroom. What is going on here? What is the meaning of this?
I am so confused. How did you know I was taking a shower?
Where were you? He cut me off frostily, his eyes glaring down at me with black flames. Down the hallway, boss. Just had a shower. As you can see right here, I indicated my oh-so-wet body. Drowned like a mouse with only a measly towel covering me. But why, oh why did I mention I had a shower? Because any moron would have been able to see that I have a shower, but apparently this author thinks we're retarded.
Yes.
Giovanni stared me up and down, his eyes eating up every inch of my skin, making my whole body heat in a foreign way. It's called icy hot. It's just don't
Yeah.
hear girl bits. I felt something warm and hot constricting the pit of my belly.
I'm sure. Maybe you shouldn't have ate, off the floor in the bathroom you just cleaned.
Boss, stop staring at me like that. You're making me nervous. Nervous? What reason do you have to be nervous? You're as flat as a chessboard. Oh, that's how it comes in, because I had no idea how the hell either of these two were going to play a game beyond tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
He indicated my chest with his eyes. I held up my towel to cover my beautiful assets. Stop making fun of my breasts. Do I look like I'm laughing? Well, God, one of us better be having a good time, because his eyes roamed my body up and down again. You really have no breast. Chessboard, how old are you? I mean, I liked you better when you were 5. Again, sir.
She said she was 19, so she's 18 now?
Well, she was 19, or she was 18, but she's going to be 19 in some obnoxious months and a day. It was one of the many stupid things she said when I thought that maybe she would slowly get smarter, like we were just seeing her in a stressed, stupid state. But
Right.
then I realized that was her baseline.
Her baseline is stupid. She's still 5. Still
Let's
creepy.
see. 18, when you declared me your coffee machine, I snapped, face going red with anger, humiliation, and something else. Crap, my heart is going into palpitation mode again. An
They're always
underdeveloped
palpitating.
child. Yeah, get dressed and come downstairs. I want my flat white after my shower.
And make that quick chessboard.
A chessboard, underdeveloped child. I wanted to bonk him on the head, but luckily he was already gone, and I realized I was in charge of his beverages. So cyanide it was. Thankfully, I was able to escape to my closet with no further disruption, and by the time I got there, I was struggling for breath. Lord help me, that encounter with Adonis almost caused me to have a heart attack, but not a brainstorm. Never again would I share the same bathroom with that Greek god.
Oh, please. Maybe he can murder you there and leave your
God.
rotting corpse.
Dexter, come in just once. We need you.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, it's about, I hate to be a butt, but we might
No,
have
it's that
to.
time. It's time. It's time. Oh my God. This is the absolute worst book, you guys, that we have ever read. And I've written some pretty shitty ones, I will tell you.
I mean, even our Lord of the Rings spoof made more sense than this. The characters had a goal. They didn't forget it between paragraphs.
This is the absolute worst. Everybody, I don't know what to tell you except for this is the absolute worst book we have ever read in my entire life.
And I have read a lot of smut, but I've never read any smut where the girl drools on themselves. And
Legitimately.
yeah.
Never.
And this is the teaser part. So these are like the free kind of teasers to get you into the series.
This turned me off from the series. And
Yeah.
she has like 100 of these series.
Let's see. What is the name of it? Her name is Juanita, but it's spelled WANTT or no, ITTA.
Yeah, Juanita. I'm
France.
so disappointed in Juanita. I really am. I can't tell you how disappointed I am.
I can't believe that people have read this and laughed, but not unironically.
No, I
Who told
think
her
that
this
was the
was
thing.
good?
They probably read it and were laughing so hard they were just like, oh, please don't ever release this.
I mean, honestly, because and I have to stick up for smut, like really good authors. There is world building that goes on. There are, attention to details. There's a lot of different things that go into it because to take a relatively smart person and be able to get them to, kind of go into a daydream, you can't have these logical contradictions. You have to be able to write very clearly because
Right.
if you do try to read this as a smart person, your brain is like, no, you just in the last sentence just said opposite this.
Yeah, I mean, I will honestly say that TJ Fenn like writes some really good smut. If you haven't, and you guys have seen TJ Fenn because she comes into chat. She's in Tug's chat. She's a legit writer. Really good stuff too. Like if you want some smut, telling you
Yeah.
within the first chapter we're talking, there is some flicking of the bean going on.
Yeah, we
Serious.
just got drool and scalded nutsack.
Yeah, yes, a bottle of tomato ketchup is more saucy than this. Yes, I completely agree, Audio Coffee.
Well, look, we are going for free, and that means that we might have hit or miss. Like
And this was definitely a miss. I give it 2 thumbs down. 2 thumbs down. And I'll use one of Mo's thumbs for that one. You guys, we'll see you later. Peace.
It's Sunday. Time to get a little spicy. Come closer. Let's begin. Stories dripping smooth like wine. Some